good evening. Man, did it again. I gotta actually make sure that the camera is focusing. Good evening. Let's try that again. My name is George. This show is Don't Panic Flip. And tonight I have a special guest on with me. I've got the one, the only, the I Only See Curidacy. Dice, how you doing?
Good evening, Don't Panic Flip and Don't Panic Flip stream, turkeys, turkettes, and all other manners of stuffing and cranberry sauces.
Wow, I like that. All manner of stuffing and turkette sauces. So tonight we're doing something kind of fun. We're going through and playing 5 new games I picked up on Steam. And those 5 games are, well, we've got one of them up right now. What you're hearing is this beautiful music in the background called Mullet MadJack. Now, just based on what I'm seeing here, this looks kind of like a movie that came out recently that was just as silly, where people were kicked into outer space. God, the name of that is now totally left me. I'm struggling with words tonight. The word for that, by the way, is anomia. So I'm experiencing pretty rough anomia. It wasn't Dark Fury. It was Kung Fury. There we go. This reminds me of Kung Fury a little bit in terms of color and just the silliness factor. Have you ever seen that movie, Dice?
I have. When that came to Netflix, I told my cousin Doug he had to watch it immediately, and now we quote it to each other every holiday we see each other.
Okay, great. So you're familiar with the awesomeness that is Kung Fury, and I get the feeling that's what this game is all about.
I was going to say the artwork of him driving in the car also looked very Full Metal Alchemist, which appeals to me very much.
Okay, I like that. We've also got Vampire Survivors, which, despite the fact that I've probably got about 30 or 40 hours into, I've never actually played on stream, and I've only ever played it on my Nintendo Switch. So I just picked it up on Steam with all of the content. They had a deal. You could get everything for $16. So all of the DLCs, and I thought we'd give it that a round or two.
What a bargain!
Right, yeah, $16. That's so much content there. Also, another Vampire Survivors style game, but it looks like it's mixed with Diablo. It's called Death Must Die. Interesting name. The game looks pretty cool.
Welcome to the Office of Redundancy Office.
I like it. And then we've got Vampire Hunters, which I think, as far as I can tell looking at it, is what if you were playing Vampire Survivors, but it was a first-person shooter. And you just get more and more guns, and it gets silly. Like, you kind of can't see because you have so many guns you're shooting all at once. And I thought...
A bold strategy, Cotton. See if it pays off for him.
I don't have chat up simultaneously. Ah, there we go. We've got FCDFG coming to us from Kick. Welcome to the stream. We've got iSkidoo. No, thank you for not switching the cameras. And Iron Fox, good evening. Just finishing up.
Hey, Iron Fox.
We've got Dice on with us for our new Thursday night get-togethers. And it was just going over some of the games that we're going to play tonight. The last one is one actually I'm hoping to get my brother Kyle into, called Windblown. And this is a new game. It's still in... Go ahead.
I said giggity.
Ha. Yeah. Also, I'm running dangerously close of being out of a beverage here. But...
and the stream hasn't even begun yet.
I know, right?
That's
Can you
bad
let
bounty
us,
owning.
Case or FC, man, FC, which tattoo? Sorry, like these tattoos? I have a lot of, I'm assuming you're talking about the arm tattoos, but you got kind of hard to see here, but that is a whale and a bowl of petunias from Hitchhiker's Guide. And that, of course, is a snitch. And that is a tattoo one of the people watching the stream made me get, which is one of my emotes. Artistically, I let the artist go a little crazy with the art, though.
He also has a magnificent montage of characters on his leg.
I have the first character I got done. The next one is going in January. And it's gonna be so painful, Dice. So I've got shoot.
You have Shredder.
Shredder, thank you. Names today are tough. It was a rough work day.
Well, what's that disease that Steve Wozniak has? And yeah, I didn't think it was actually a thing until I looked into it. You literally have face blindness, where every time you see someone, like, you're like, I know that person, but I don't know their face.
It's funny. I feel like I'm constantly in that state of exactly that. You know, I hate accidentally running into someone, like at when you go to the store and you bump it. Oh, so and so. In that moment, I forget whatever their name is. Like, this could be somebody I've known for a decade.
You should feel honored, George, because it takes a concerted effort for me to purposely run into people.
It's just one of those, like, weird fears. Like, I really hope when I go someplace, I don't accidentally run into someone I know.
Buy everything off Amazon.
It's amazing and beautiful. One of the most beautiful things I've seen. Keep going. Okay, I'm going. So I totally lost my train of thought on the beautiful thing, but we're gonna play some Mullet MadJack. And
right before you jump into that, what was that one Vampire Hunter game you were trying that was so friggin' hard? It was a typing game.
Oh my god. So that was called Glyphica.
Because I'm like, that looks incredibly frustrating. I might want to play it.
It's this game right here. It's called Glyphica. And Glyphica, actually, I'm digging it. And on top of that, they have a big update they just did. 18 megabytes. In fact, I have to download it. I don't know. Let's see what came out. Hold on. November 10th, November 12th. Here it is. The major update came out the 7th. Update 1. The first of our planned monthly updates. Update 1 brings you augmentations, a new weapon, and a host of other small additions and improvements. Okay, if you remember, we couldn't really do anything while we were playing it. It's just the base game, but now you can upgrade and start with different augmentations, or choose, I think, different weapons to start off with as opposed to the base weapon. I think the game was awesome. I really liked it. My problem is that it requires 100% of my attention in order to play it effectively, because typing really fast constantly is rough.
I have been thinking about that game ever since you played it, and I kept forgetting to ask you what it was called, so I'm probably going to play some of that this weekend, honestly.
Okay. I'm so glad that we get to try some of these games, and people I've gotten a lot of feedback like, hey, I went and bought that game that you were playing the other night. Like, I don't spend a ton of time gaming, but every once in a while I get the push to be like, hey, I really want to get into a computer game right now. So we've got a few that we're playing tonight. There we go. I got to click library. So going left, now that you can actually see these, we're going to go with Mullet MadJack. This music is just amazing. Then we're going to try some Vampire Survivors, Death Must Die, Vampire Hunters, which, by the way, this is what your screen looks like when you finally get all of the weapons. Like I said, it gets kind of silly. So I'm really excited about that.
I feel what you meant about getting that gaming bug, but honestly, with the one I've had in the last 4 days, I know where it came from. Because last week was the first episode of the Harry Potter Baking Championship on Food Network, and that finally gave me the shove to get back in and try to 100% Hogwarts Legacy.
Okay, did you do it?
No, I am still so far off, but I'm also one of those people who, if I want to do that, and something's in a super obscure location, I will not look up where it is on the internet, and I will literally scour every edge of the map.
I get it. Yeah, true 100%. Also, Dom Hanks, welcome. Dom saying, you sound like the guy from beer commercials. Are you referring to me, or are you referring to Dice? And I'm pointing up. I don't know why. I feel like Dice is up when I think of where you are conceptually in the stream. I feel like he's referring to you, Dice. I don't always drink beer, but when I do.
Oh, what's his?
That's the
Garcia.
most interesting man.
Yeah, something Garcia. I know that actor. He's a really good actor. I don't always drink beer, but when I do,
I drink Dos Equis.
stay thirsty, my friends.
Ah, you saying you don't always play PC games, but when you do. Yeah. All right, you ready? We're doing this. New game. Mullet MadJack. Nakamura Plaza.
Nakamura Plaza. That sounds familiar.
That sounds pretty familiar. What? Easy, no timer, accessible, normal, lenient. If you don't like to die. There we go. That's where we're starting. I don't like die.
I was going to say, not that I don't have respect for people who just always pick easy mode and say they beat a game, but if you always pick easy mode, you haven't beaten the game.
No, it's the same thing with pinball machines, mind you, and this is important. You play, in my opinion, the pinball machine how it comes from the manufacturer. And if you can beat it that way, you've beat it the way that the manufacturer tells you or suggests to play the game. If you, let's say, adjust the outlanes and beat it, it's not really the same thing. That's just my opinion, though. And that's others are more than welcome to have differing opinions.
I've heard and seen of people, they take these kind of square slash octagonal pieces of rubber and they put them at the bottom of the outlanes so that when the ball hits it, it literally pops it back into play like a Lazarus. And I'm like, what's the point then?
Right. Also,
if
what
you're
about
gonna win every time?
Yeah, like where's the? Is that fun? I don't know. If you're trying to get somebody new into pinball,
Sir, initializing our live stream show.
Maybe they get frustrated because they die so quickly.
I feel like that's handing them an unnecessary crutch.
Sure. Yeah.
That's when you take them out to your local barcade, always support those, and you find a cheap game to play, and you show them some basic techniques, and be like, well, you only lost a quarter.
True. Also, Ghost Flipper. No retreat, no surrender, and no excuses.
You will enter live stream shortly. Today's prize?
Whoa,
some
that's meta.
amazing sneakers.
Okay, I think we're in a live stream, and based on how we perform, we can win certain things.
She's got 2 billion followers, you know.
Wow, I suppose that really is live streaming in a nutshell, isn't
it? It is.
We'll triangulate her location.
This game is so meta.
She's right in front of you. Watch out!
Get off the phone!
Yeah, texting and driving, not the greatest. Hostage, ID confirmed, 5 stars. Evidently that person.
This guy's gonna lose his good parking karma.
Did he just destroy the street in order to stop?
A little bit. Someone needs to tell Batman to slow down there.
Mullet MadJack. OVA.
Now, how's that for a title sequence?
That's pretty awesome. I gotta say, this whole intro is great. And we're at Nakamura Plaza. Does his shirt just say the 90s? I love everything about what I'm seeing right now, Dice.
The guy you're playing as has such main character energy.
So, his license plate says angrier. Not humans.
I'm already in love with this game.
Yep.
This is better than the 20 bucks I dropped to get. And I don't like bashing indie developers because you do what you can, but I was expecting more out of Squirrel with a Gun.
Oh, I almost bought it.
It's worth a one-time playthrough. I don't think it controls very well.
Okay.
And I know for 20 bucks they sunk it into the graphics and the gameplay, but man, someone really could have tightened up those controls. It's at certain points it's way too floaty, and at other points the physics are way too real. You gotta pick one. You can't be bouncing.
Do I have bullets? Hold LT to dash or slow. Oh my god, you can go into slow motion?
You can bullet time in this game?
I don't know.
Well, I mean, if you slow motion, I assume you can bullet time.
possibly? Razor, welcome.
Good
I don't know
evening,
what just
Razor.
happened. What's going on there? What does that say? You want to date with me? But I refuse. Even on visual novel, nobody loves you.
I believe that is. I believe that's a swipe at the AI dating apps that are so common right now, that people are spending thousands of dollars on.
Yeah? Okay. Ooh, I shot him in the groin. Soda
Well,
restores life.
I mean, you did want to make sure he'd die, and that is a pretty good way to ensure some quick blood loss.
What is it? Use LT finish to finish enemies with items and fully heal yourself.
Hey, moderator, it's official.
And
We are
a
now
salute to you, Razor.
Millions are watching you save our princess.
He just flipped me off while he was dying.
We're putting the audience's love into your bloodstream.
Okay.
Phrasing?
Yeah, zombie
Hey, Kyle.
fishers, welcome.
Your blood feels the sweet, sweet flavor of those likes.
Okay, so our blood increases with the number of
You now
likes
have
we
10
get?
seconds of life. For every kill, the audience will give you more time to live.
This game is way too meta for its own
If
good.
you bore the audience, knock
I don't know. I think it's perfectly
You will
meta.
Die after 10 seconds.
Okay.
Ready? Go moderate these damn
Well,
robots.
apparently George doesn't think this is too meta, so you have 10 seconds every
10
time between
seconds.
killing something.
Sounds like you passed the test. You're not dead.
This is so great. Sounds like you passed the test. You're not dead.
Whoa,
And
hold on.
since
Her princess is near. Tracking.
you're
Tragic.
live streaming, this game is almost like someone took anime style but made a hardcore Henry style video game based off the movie.
Yeah, the amount of self-reference or meta, as you pointed out, is kind of interesting. Also, anybody watching the stream, is there some fun level of integration? Because the game, I did something that it enabled a beta Twitch integration, but I don't know if that's actually working.
But if you die, you come back to all these floors. You read the terms and services of our app, right?
Didn't know George was a weeb, says Zombie. What does that mean?
There
What's a
goes the
weeb?
first floor. Good luck.
Traditionally white Americans who are obsessed with anime.
Oh.
You
I
have
am
10
not obsessed with
seconds.
anime.
Destroy these damn robots.
Although I
Kyle,
do really like Avatar.
Kyle, I can assure you, George is nowhere near the king of the otaku.
Party in the back.
Ooh, vote my upgrade. What just happened?
10 seconds.
Doing that smile upside down.
I'm gonna Ghost Flippers as option 3 for the vote. Ghost Flipper says voting is not working.
All right, voting's not doing anything. Not surprising. It is in beta.
Yeah, this was an option that came with the game. George just turned it on just to see. We were just
Oh,
curious
no.
about what Twitch integration into a
Credit cards
game
deducted
means.
directly from your pay.
Oh, not that voting.
Do a barrel roll.
Oh, do they need to be
Say
watching your
no.
stream and also logged into their Twitch account, maybe?
I don't know.
George and I both just learned about this tonight, so we know nothing about it.
Opportunity doesn't knock. Build a door.
All right, so we died. It no worky. Okay, well, thank you for checking. All right, I guess we can resume now that I kind of understand how the gameplay works. Oh, I clicked off. There we go.
I am curious about that, so I'm gonna. No, I couldn't. Yeah, I don't know how that's supposed to work. That's probably why it doesn't.
Oh my god, there was so many of those guys.
Did that say life soda?
Yeah, it did.
George is all jacked up on Mountain Dew, and he's not even on vacation.
Oh my god, I don't know where I am.
There's no education like adversity.
Okay. That got a little funky there.
People shooting at you is possibly the most adversity you can face.
Nice.
All right, we're gonna try this again. Might be a little bit too much white. All right, let's do this.
Can you still hear me, George?
Yes.
George, can you still hear me?
Yes, I can. Can you hear me?
Can you still hear me?
Yes. Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Dice? Dice, can you hear me okay? But I killed that guy.
Dad, we have a special app just for corpses.
I feel like I killed a lot of people there. Yeah, Dice, can you not hear me anymore? Dice, did you leave me?
Nope. You can
got
hear me
me?
now?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I lost sound and audio. The whole app froze up for a bit.
Oh. Well, that sucks. I'm sorry, but we could hear you the entire time.
Okay, good. I just wanted to make sure, the whole stream didn't tank.
No. We're
So
good.
I can
We're good.
close out of that. I can see. I can hear. Okay, good.
All right, so it said I have to kill somebody to get 10 seconds of time. But I killed a lot of people, but I feel like I never got the extra time.
I thought it was you had to kill somebody every 10 seconds or you die.
Yeah,
Compensate.
but... $10 seconds. So that should reset up.
That gave you 3. That gave you 2. That's another 2.
How did I fail already?
We have a special app just for corpses.
3, 2. That was not 7 seconds.
I don't understand what just happened. No, Is this too hard for you, George? Do you want to adjust from lenient?
Yeah.
You just want to go down to easy mode and cheat? Now it seems to be doing fine.
All right, made it that. I didn't do anything different, though.
Can you believe that?
That's upsetting.
Right? All right, and now have an ice
Sometimes
katana.
happiness is a choice.
Sure. That's pretty awesome. Oh, wow, I can throw it. Okay.
Is this game like Doom, and if you want to, you can go through using only your fist?
I think so.
That's gonna be the hardest mode in the game.
Awesome.
Oh, Higher Peanut says every time you take damage, the timer goes down. The time is your
Oh.
health.
Cool,
The
cool.
way you get to the next level, George, is you play the game.
Hilarious.
Winners
Dice,
never quit
you're
and
so
quitters
awesome.
never
Thank you.
win.
Okay, so the damage was getting me there. Hello.
I really thought the game was about to say to you, winners never quit and quitters die.
And quitters die. Hold on a second.
In the wise words of Rumble McSkirmish, remember, winners don't lose.
Oh, yeah.
Hey,
thank
Jay-Z.
you. Dice says, hey, Jay-Z. There we go. Yep. There's Jay-Z and her, I just had shoulder surgery, stopping her shoulder from moving equipment. Yeah, she does have a massive shoulder pad. Iron Fox says, hi, Jay-Z. All right. Here we go. So we've got 4 more games we got to make it through here. Oh. Took a lot of damage there.
I know we do, but honestly, like if you can keep not taking damage and dying, I'd really like to keep playing this. Like,
All right. Trying to go fast. Got it. 44.9 seconds. Got it. So it's also a speedrunning game. Are we going to get the shotgun here? Evidently, we're getting the shotgun.
I'm trying to imagine how this would work ported over to arcade controls.
Well, it's so funny because it makes it look like this game is an arcade game, like an upright arcade game. I've seen video of it looking like that. Like, if it's not the intention, that might be the developer's goal is to get it into a physical arcade, because I think this would rock as a physical arcade. Zombie Fishers wants to play Liar's Bar. Zombie Fishers, you're gonna have to explain that. You told me Liar's Dice.
AKA Pirate's Dice.
Oh my gosh.
Speaking of physical games,
Data to improve our weapon ads.
what does everyone think about Spooky's Evil Dead?
Ooh. Ghost Flipper saying Liar's Bar is a lot of fun. The new Evil Dead game. Let's
I should have just. I know I said I'm clearing a lot of the collection out. I should have just called Zach last night and got on the list when Carrie Hardy told me to.
I like that. Carrie Hardy told me to. Nope, not this one. That's the movie. Why is this? There.
Yeah, Kyle, the first and only Evil Dead pinball machine, based off of the first 2 movies, and what it doesn't have in video clips, which apparently are an astounding amount, will make up for in audio clips. And
Yes, and Bruce Campbell actually does all the call-outs, right?
and the artwork made me want to cry
there.
because it was so good.
See, it looked like it made it look like a physical arcade game.
I love that.
All right, we're quitting that, and now you can see here is the spooky pinball. Here's the game, right?
I don't even have the money right now. It's not fair.
Look at that topper. It's the girl coming out of the floorboards.
We'll eat your soul. Swallow your soul. Swallow this.
Zombie Fishers just redeemed, increasing the stream's XP by 100. Now, Zombie Fishers loves horror. Favorite genre, just is a massive fan. Kyle, what do you think of this?
Kyle, when you and I eventually meet, we're going to have a lot to talk about. Ghost Flipper says, well, definitely better than the Metallica topper.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, Zombie, not in chat.
That's cool. Is that announced today?
Yep, just announced today. So Franchi did the artwork, and you can tell that is ridiculous artwork.
The speaker grills, the
Franchi.
back glass, I'm gonna have to sell a kidney
Zombie
or something.
Yeti now. Sorry, what'd you say,
I don't
guys?
know. I said, ugh, I'm gonna have to sell a kidney or something. I don't know where I'm gonna find a kid who's not using their knee, but I'll find one.
Well, I wouldn't be buying this game. Not only am I not, this looks like it's all in. This has to be Spooky's, like, between this and Scooby-Doo, this is going to be their I don't know, not watershed, but like the game that represents them. And it looks
believe
like
Carrie Hardy said this would be Spooky's Godzilla.
Okay, this is going to be their Godzilla. I don't know what to do about the software. Like, Looney Tunes has been out for probably approaching 2 years, and we're still really struggling on the software. That said, JJP similarly hasn't, I don't think they've ever finished any software. Maybe a couple of games, but we're still, 8 or 9 years later, still waiting for Pirates of the Caribbean.
But this package is just going to be so much fun.
Without a doubt, this is going to be a fun package.
Apparently, it's their most asset-packed package they've
Look
ever
at this
done.
thing. It's ridiculous. Like, this is, if you are into horror films and you like Evil Dead, this should absolutely make you be like, here, take my money. Just here. Kyle saying, WTF, are you serious?
Kyle, it's about 10K. Do you want to go halvesies and we'll keep it at George's place?
There you go, Kyle. 10K. You only need to come up with 5. And you can play it every time you come out to visit.
Or if you have it now, you could buy it and become a big successful pinball streamer like George himself.
Big successful. Check that out. So there's a close-up of the topper. You will die like others before you, one by one. I don't know what else that says over there. That's kind of hard to read. Ooh.
The only thing I don't like is the bottom of the face on the... Why is it purple?
That's light. I'm guessing there's lights there that light up from the bottom, and they just happen to take a picture while it was purple.
I don't care for that.
Laurel saying, hello, friend. You stream so really well. Oh, God. That's another one of those. How about a crisp high five, says Zombie Fishers.
I'll take a crisp high 5K if you got it.
Yeah. Don't pay. Hey, Hollywood, welcome to the stream. How was your night? What new Steam games are you playing tonight? So we just played our first one, which was something Mullet Jack.
Mad?
Was it Mad? It was Mullet MadJack. There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, it's my fault. Not that he stopped playing the first one, but I did distract him with the pinball question. That's my
It
fault.
was a great pinball question, though, right? Like, here. Now we're back down to, so here's some of the art. That's just awesome. There's the Necronomicon.
Why do you pronounce it like that?
The Necronomicon?
Yeah, you're swapping out the last O for an I.
Necronomicon?
Yes, sir.
I don't know. Necronomicon? It seems
The Necronomicon is what I call every holiday gathering with extended family.
Let's see. Okay, so Friday, November 22nd. So the launch is tomorrow. So we went from teasing tonight, picture of the outside of it. Dance Panda. Yeah, we saw that on Kick. It was just the one. If it gets irritating, I'll jump in and I've got it open over here. I guess I could just pin message, delete. Well, I deleted it over there.
Pin massage?
Pin massage?
I'd love a pin massage.
Oh, is it pronounced Necronomicon in Evil Dead? That's what zombies say. Oh, I don't know which direction. George, they call it con on the real Ghostbusters, so they call it the Necronomicon. Fairly certain. Zombie Fishers, give us a phonetic spelling, because I'm not sure if you were agreeing with me or agreeing with Dice.
Wow, you almost forgot my name.
Dude, Hollywood was just talking Zombie Fishers, who is my brother. Like, the levels of abstraction I have to go through right now to reference people. Necronomicon. Ah, okay. So Zombie is saying in Evil Dead, they pronounce it Necronomicon, not Necronomicon. But Hollywood saying that in real Ghostbusters, they call it the Necronomicon. Hollywood saying wrong answer.
Well, in
Hollywood.
Evil Dead the musical, it is Necronomicon.
Okay, hold on. Evil Dead. Let's see if we can hit a video.
It's like a convention for dead people.
Where is the scene?
Oh my god!
All right, skip. I mean, I don't know if he says Necronomicon or Necronomicon here, but this is still worth going through and watching. God, Ghost Flipper, I always want hot chicken. Always. Earlier, I wanted to say this will be Spooky's Driving Miss Daisy. That's what I wanted to say.
3 books. Wait a minute. Hold it.
Yada, yada, yada.
Nobody said anything about 3 books. Like what am I supposed to do? Take 1 book or all books or what?
I don't think he's going to say Necronomicon.
That was more like a Necronoma swirly.
Yeah, where the old dude explains it, exactly. All right. Let's see if we can find that. Evil Dead Necronomicon explained. Scene? I don't know. Evil Dead Rise scene. Evil Dead Rise director breaks down. Exploring the terrifying Man, I feel like I've been saying it wrong forever.
I just posted a link in chat, George.
Oh, what's the link?
What is it?
I literally put
yes!
Will lead you to an unholy place.
That's actually the second link I put in chat. The first one was from Evil Dead 2.
I think you said Necronomicon. Hold on.
There the Necronomicon awaits.
He's British.
He said Necronomicon.
So you're going to start referring to them as vitamins?
Just want to hear it again.
There the Necronomicon
And you're going to start calling the trunk of your car the boot?
The boot.
There the Necronomicon awaits.
Excelsior, says Zombie Fishers. Hollywood, where you at?
Interesting you're bringing this up as evidence since it's not canon. Start calling the trunk.
What is it?
This path
Because it's not canon?
cemetery.
Nope, because it's owned by a different company. They cannot use these assets, therefore it is not canon.
Oh, because this is from Evil or Army of Darkness instead of Evil Dead?
You have to go with Evil Dead 1 to the musical, the series, or the comic books, or the video games. This is the only. That was the reason this never came back around in Ash vs. Evil Dead, because it's not canon.
Hollywood saying real Ghostbusters trumps this. All right, X saying try the first link. Got it. I'm going to go try the first link.
Try the first link I sent you.
Okay, hold on. I'm trying to pull it up here. I got to go move this over here. Go back to Twitch. First link.
Pull it up here, please. Sure.
Moana, you need a crew.
God, I want to see the new Moana.
Don't count. It's the other side of the ocean.
All right, here we go.
I want to see the first Moana.
Legend has it that it was written by the Dark Ones, Necronomicon Ex Mortis.
That definitely was solid Necronomicon.
Book of the Dead. The book served as a passageway to the evil world.
So, for certain, Dice, in Evil Dead 2, in the opening, it calls it Necronomicon. In fact, the emphasis is on the con.
Never question my trivial horror movie knowledge.
Are you a Necronomicon or a Necronomicant?
Jay-Z says, are you a Necronomican or a Necronomicant? Dice.
Sorry, I can't help it.
Remember, whether you think you Necronomican or you Necronomicant, you're right.
Fans will get that.
You're right. I like it. Hollywood saying Dice is can do. Okay. So we all feel somewhat validated here.
Right, George. Kick is a hookup site. That's why you keep getting those messages.
No, Kick is for streamers. I don't know what you're talking. Jay-Z is trying to tell me that Kick is a hookup site. That's why you're getting messages from people.
She is correct. It was started as a site for that.
I don't know what Jay-Z just said because y'all were both talking, but I did hear Dice say it's confirmed Kick was a hookup site when it first started.
Well, we're on Q. People recommend hopping over to Kick to chat.
I remember that, actually.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Thankfully, none of y'all could hear that.
Kick is like Grindr, but you can see the other person.
Heresy, we were both right. George, you missed my Necronomichin wordplay. I did.
Let's all agree that it's chin. I can agree on chin.
Okay. When his chin gets sucked in by the books, it was Necronomichin. Got it. Okay, so going back to Spooky Pinball, take home the ultimate experience in grueling terror. Now on VHS, Evil Dead and Evil Dead 2. A horrific, grueling, fun pinball experience.
I mean, it can't be Rob Zombie terrifying. That was the most terrifying game I've ever played. I can't believe they released it.
That was a tough one. I'm willing to bet that this is, as long as they don't put out two playfields again or two different themes, like that's killing these guys. They have two developers writing software, and they would work so much faster if they were a team both working on the same software. Of course, I'm making wild assumptions about Spooky and how they operate, but they have a lot of negative reviews on Glassdoor from people who have historically worked there. So I get the feeling that they're really kind of maybe just beginning to wrap their head around creating a solid, positive working environment. And I hope they're using Evil Dead as that opportunity to put together a team to go through and get the software done instead of relying on individuals to do it all. Because waiting 2 years for some significant code updates can be a struggle.
It's almost like you shouldn't pawn a major developer from another pinball company, put them on a contract, which in the contract says how long they'll have you for and what you can do, and then decide they don't want to have you on that contract anymore, and they'll just pay you as needed. Again, all speculation on my part.
Yeah. So I love it. I love this theme for them. This is once a Spooky Pinball. Evil Dead, they've been talking about it forever. This has to be their favorite theme of all time. And they got it, and they obviously did it justice. This reminds me of the of Labyrinth for Barrels of Fun. Like this looks like they put the same amount of effort into it. And it's gorgeous.
Let the record show, as This company has been up my alley, and I've been waiting for something like this. I thought they knocked it out of the park with Halloween and just focusing on the first movie. That game was fantastic.
Okay.
I think I lost George on audio again.
No, I'm here. I don't know what else to say to that. I wasn't a big fan of. Can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay. I wasn't a big fan of the layout for Halloween and Ultraman. It was very unique, but really simple. And keep in mind, I had Ultraman before they wrote good software. I've heard that the game is finally there, like 4 or 5 years later, to a place where it's enjoyable. But there were two play fields that were completely useless. Like there was nothing you could ever do on them to achieve anything. Eventually, you just had to give up and let it drain on the second tier playfield. So I would say there's tier 3, tier 2, and then the primary playfield. And tier 2, when I had Ultraman, was just a waste of time.
See, and I have a theory on that because I did get a Halloween right when they first came out, and I agree with what you say about the playfield layouts and how unique they are. If you've only ever played one on location and haven't had real time to dedicate to one, that is not a game to have in an arcade. That is an absolute home player's game, because the more you play it and go along that storyline, the more the layout makes sense.
Sure. And I never actually played Halloween, and I can tell you now, having played Looney Tunes and Texas Chainsaw Massacre, that they do feel like very different games. So to add, I guess, another nod the direction of what you were getting at there. If you were a fan of the license and you played the Halloween version, I've heard from multiple people that it was a much better game than Ultraman.
If I ever see him out at a con or anywhere, I need to buy Greg Bone a drink, because he was the only person besides me that wasn't on Pinside that I ever heard defending Spooky's Halloween.
Okay.
And I kind of want to high five him for that. I'm like, yes, dude, you get it.
Overall, this looks awesome. I'm just trying to sneak a peek of what's going on up here. It looks like there's a ramp going to something. This
That's
might be
Ash's
some sort of
detached hand on the side there. That's probably going to grab the ball.
Yep.
A la Adam's Family.
Sure. Possibly it'll grab it. It could just be there for show. There's some eyes in the background over here. There's something going on right there. I mean, we're going to get the full release tomorrow. Here's some pop bumpers. There's a couple of targets here. Are these very targets? I'm not sure what those are.
In the upper right, that may be the Necronomicon.
Or it's the house. It looks to me like
the cabin. It could be the cabin.
Yeah, the cabin. Yeah.
But that doesn't make sense, because if you're looking at what the side art, it looks like the art inside of the house itself with the holes in the walls.
No, I get it. It looks like you're inside the house, but that has the look of a cabin. You can see right here it goes, you got the triangle shape, and then this looks like the flap for the porch. It could be the Necronomicon.
I'm wondering if that's going to be part of the final wizard mode to get out of the cabin.
Sure. Oh, there's some funkiness going on right here, down at the bottom. Is that a movie reel? I don't know.
That is a projector.
Yeah.
Oh, because when you plunge, you start the movie.
Oh, I like that. That's pretty cool. Also, it looks like they have another set of 2-layer drop targets. So I think this is a bank of drop targets right here. And then there's another, I don't know if this is a stand-up or a drop target, but it opens up the area behind. Looks very similar to Scooby-Doo.
I have a theory about that hand that we said would grab the ball. I don't think it'll actively grab the ball, but seeing that it's on a metal ramp, I'm wondering if there's a magnet in that hand, and at some point some Deadite wackiness will freeze the ball in place, and you have to shoot another one up the ramp to knock it down and go into a multi-ball.
Wow, that's out there. No interactive
That would-
Deadite is lame, says Zombie Fisher. I'm sure they're gonna pop up in the LCD though.
Well, and correct me if I'm wrong, but Spooky does do the tiers, correct?
They do tiers, but I don't think there's ever historically been a difference in gameplay.
Maybe this will be the first one.
Yeah?
Because like you
Possibly.
said, to get this license, that had to have taken a good chunk of change.
You think?
If Sam Raimi and Bruce Campbell are behind this, then they had to make sure that every decision was living up to not only a pinball fan's expectations, but Evil Dead fans' expectations. And they
Sure.
will never let them put out anything garbage.
I don't know what that says right there. It says something throw set. I don't know.
Yeah.
God,
Well, the
that
good news
creepy.
is we're hours away from finding out.
We are ours. All right. So good good suggestion to get us to switch things up a little bit. That was great.
And that question is going to kick me into our question of the night, which was, in everyone in chat's humble opinion, what do you think is the most okay candy you've ever had?
Okay candy. So not great candy and not awful, but like if you see it, you'll eat it.
It's not your first gone, but you're also not going to throw it away. It's a solid C on an A through F scale.
I'm gonna go with a Crunch Bar. Is my go-to, or I guess I'm okay with it.
That's going to
Zombie
be
Fishers.
controversial.
That's controversial, you said?
I did say that.
Tootsie Rolls for Dom Hanks. Hershey's chocolate bar for Zombie.
See, Dom Hanks, for me, Tootsie Rolls are like right in the trash. It's not even chocolate. It's
Yeah, I
chocolate
can't
flavored
do it.
wax.
Any Cadbury chocolate. It's pretty ass, but it's chocolate, I guess, says Higher Peanut.
Now,
Okay.
now, are we talking about the American Cadbury products or the properly British Cadbury products? Because
I don't
proper
know.
British Cadbury chocolate is amazing.
Okay. Okay, I could see that. I'm trying to think of what else.
Well, we're the only country who makes milk chocolate the way we do, and it's so garbage in comparison to every other country's chocolate.
Toblerone is meh.
Well, that's fine. I mean, I can see people not being a toffee fan, especially if it has fruit in it.
Starburst. There you go. Like if I see pink Starburst, I'm like, yeah, sure, I might have some. But I'm not like
No.
I don't really enjoy it. It's never a go-to. I don't ever go like, God, I want a Starburst right now.
Are you? Now I'll follow that up with another question. Are you more of a Skittles man?
Ooh. So every once in a while, I love Skittles. Now I'm gonna ask, after answering your question, I'm gonna ask you a follow-up question, Dice. What flavor
I love this.
of Skittles do you think is best? And I want you to know the answer to this, I feel like, is friendship defining.
What flavor of Skittle do I think is best?
Yes.
Well, I'm going to give you a two-part answer on that. If they're the sour Skittles, lemon all day.
Oh my God, not the yellow Skittle. Jesus.
Only if it's sour, though.
Okay. No. I meant Skittles puts out standard flavor in a red bag, but then they put out other flavors as well.
Yeah. So we're talking standard bag.
Is that what you're saying? You prefer standard bag to the
Oh,
other
you're
flavor?
asking which I prefer. I thought you were
Yes.
looking for a specific flavor.
No. Which of the do you prefer standard Skittles? Do you prefer there's a berry one?
Smoothie Skittles.
The smoothie Skittles. Okay. Wild Berry says Dom Hanks. Sour Skittles is an option. For me, it's tropical. If I
However,
see
let me
Go
see
ahead.
if I still have the bag. I had a bag of UK Skittles that were amazing.
Zombie Fisher, Skittles is trash. I'll have you
I
know,
do.
Zombie.
They were dessert flavored Skittles with strawberry ice cream, choco orange cake, blueberry tart, cherry cheesecake, and lemon pie.
It's a lot. Okay, you asked on Skittles, and we started with mediocre. Dice, give me like the kind of imagine you're hosting a party, right? And you invite people over, and somebody brings maybe some sort of a beverage that you appreciate and a box of candy, and it's the candy that gets brought to that party that you're hosting, where you're like, oh my God, I can't believe you just brought that. And you literally avoid putting it in a public location, and you just take the box and
now
eat
we're
it.
looking for offensive candies.
Offensive? Like, you like it so much, you wouldn't share it at a party if it was brought for sharing purposes. What is that candy to you? And obviously to chat as well. Chat, what is the candy that you would literally take and not give anyone else at a party that you're hosting the ability to try?
It won't come in a box, but it does come in a bag. And I'm not going to say Reese's Cups. I'm going to say the Reese's Fast Break.
Interesting. The new Reese's candy bar.
Oh, it's not new.
I just saw it for the first time, like on the trip to Vegas, actually.
That's been out for almost 20 years, George.
No, it hasn't.
Yes. I've eaten it all throughout my childhood.
I have never seen it before until we were driving there.
Did you try it?
Oh, yeah, I got it. I wasn't all that impressed. And it means nothing on you. Our favorite candies are incredibly subjective.
To me, the Fast Break is like Reese's made a Three Musketeers bar.
Okay. I don't like a Three Musketeers bar. That might explain why I wasn't a huge fan. Yeah, doesn't, you know what? Snickers. Oh my God. The perfect meh thing for me is Snickers.
Do you prefer the Milky Way without the peanuts?
I don't like Milky Way. I'll have you know, I'm actually,
Snickers is mad at you.
I'm not a huge fan of chocolate. I should say that. I've never really
you
enjoyed
like
chocolate.
The gummy candies. You're a gummy fruit guy.
Well, hold on. Nerd clusters, the gummy nerds that recently came out.
Oh, those are
amazing.
on my munchies list every time I go grocery shopping.
So good. I got to check up on chat though. We've got not candy, but Via Etta ice cream for Dance Panda. Zombie Fisher says Butterfingers and those blackberry gummy things that we eat, George. Those are so good. We bought like 6 bags of it the last time I was hanging out with Kyle, and we just ate them, just straight up, just ate 6 bags of candy.
I'm gonna shut down Butterfingers because they get stuck in my teeth.
It's kind of like corn on the cob. Like, I love corn on the cob, but I need floss immediately after eating, and I really hate the pressure it puts on my teeth.
You know you can eat cobless corn, right, George?
No, it's the whole process of eating it. Like, it's the entire thing is so fun, but every bite I wanna floss my teeth because I hate everything you get stuck in there, and it puts a lot of pressure on your teeth. Yeah, the strands I'm okay with.
You're a complex man, George.
I very. But okay, I'm gonna get.
I'm aware.
Yeah, I'm aware. I know. I'm like a very. When I like something, it has to be very specific. Dice, I have 8 versions of this exact shirt. Like, it has to, like, when I find something I like, it's because it fits and it does everything I want it to perfectly. So I'm going to be another very, kind of a little bitch when it comes to candy. And just bear with me a second. Are you familiar with Sun Dip?
I only like the stick.
So that's what I'm going to say. The stick from Sun Dip is my all-time favorite candy.
Hands down.
Hands down.
Off.
Yes. Fun Dip. I'm sorry, not Sun Dip. Fun Dip. Yes. Fun Dip. I don't like the sugar. I don't want to eat the sugar. I don't want to use the dipper. I just want to steal all of the actual sticks from Fun Dip. Thank you, Zombie Fisher.
We found common ground, but I wouldn't say that too loudly across the rest of the internet, George, because apparently we're crazy.
Why? Like, my favorite thing ever would be a jar of just those. If somebody bought me,
it has such a mellow vanilla flavor. Like, it's the perfect candy.
I love Smarties. I love Sweet Tarts. I love chalky candy. And oh my God, one of my favorite.
You like chalk?
I do. I like candied cigarettes. The old school,
Oh,
just
those
like
were
chalk
great.
ones. They were so good. Oh, there we go. Dance Panda. Candy cigarettes are made out of the same thing. Yeah, it's the same thing, but just denser. Like you could crack a tooth on the Fun Dips stick.
As opposed to using the powder where you'll feel your teeth dissolve in real time.
No, I don't like Jawbreakers, Dance Panda.
Jawbreakers, no. Atomic fireballs, yes.
Interesting. Here's the fun thing. Kyle, at a very young age, we had Fun Dip. I would eat the sticks and Kyle would eat the sugar. But Kyle would snort the sugar.
Oh, God. We used to do that in the lunchroom for bets. That shit hurt your nose so badly.
Ooh, bonbons. Like actual raspberry bonbons. The candy
Artisanal
things.
bonbons, yes.
Yeah.
Russell Stover, no.
I might be talking about the Russell Stover bonbons, the ones that zombie fishers.
white box with
Okay,
a fake ribbon on
docs.
'em.
It was sugar, Kyle. It was sugar. That's hilarious.
And look at how big and strong you turned out, Kyle. Maybe more children should be doing.
Look at how great he turned out. Build a model airplane, he says. Well, we're not buying it. All right. Switching back over to the next video game. We're on number 2 here.
Now that we're done yelling about candy. and
Yeah.
balls.
What a great question, Dice. Keep that up.
I can only promise you one per Thursday. It was pretty off the cuff how we came up with it, but
Weekly challenge run. All right. I'm going to pull the controller back out because most of these games just are better with the controller.
Dance Panda, it says you are no longer a sub.
What happened to Twitch? How come I'm no longer commercial free for being a sub? Oh, yeah, you actually have to activate your Prime. What is going on? Stage Brotherhood. Oh, I have to do the Brotherhood Chateau. Character.
Kyle, to paraphrase the movie Basketball, if I had a nickel for every time I got into an argument with your brother over cereal, I'd have a shitload of nickels.
Thank God it's not the cereal conversation. So I used to put a red bag of Skittles, says Tom Hanks, in my pocket before going out in high school. When munching time came, they were nice and soft. I've done that. And yes, warm Skittles are very, very good.
You could probably do that with the pack of Starburst, too, to loosen them up.
Prepare X to play. I have no idea how to play this, but...
You have a skill tree already.
Classic movie. Jesus. All right, so we start off with a gun. So I think there's waves. Oh, I don't actually shoot. I just point.
Because you have auto shoot on.
Yep. Okay. New Lightbringer, support primary. New machine gun, damage carry, Lightbringer 2, or the Crucible, damage carry primary, damage 80. Wow, that does a lot of damage. So now I have 2 weapons.
In the words of the great philosopher Phil Swift, now that's a lot of damage.
Area control passive. Okay, so this is absolutely Vampire Survivors, but it's a first-person shooter. Hunter's Armlet, plus 10 max XP, plus 1. It looks like it's combo time. That's kind of what that looks like.
Now you're just making me want to mod this game and replace the main character with Duke Nukem.
All right, we can add, the garlic gun does damage over time. Elemental pistol, let's do it. We have now...
I'm going to step away for a moment. Everyone enjoy the dulcet sounds of George's voice, learning a new video game.
Yeah. Support secondary. When the weapon kills an enemy, recover 1 second of cooldown. Orb. Leather boots. Yeah, +3 speed. Ow! Luminous Whirlwind. Shotgun. There we go. We got the meteor there. All right, this game's gonna be silly. Okay, Zombie Fishers. Did you know there's a Vampire Survivors, but it's also a Tony Hawk and it's done in GZ Doom? No, Higher Peanut, I'm gonna need a name. Shotgun 2, Pew Gun. Staticola. Lightbringer 2. Motor 2. Kyle, this is Vampire Survivors as a first-person shooter.
And now I've returned.
Welcome back, sir.
Long-time listener, many-time caller.
I mean, that's a fairly accurate statement right there. Oh my god, flamethrower. Ow!
Good title for my autobiography. Fairly accurate statements.
Whoa, that guy is way more powerful. All right, Vampire Skull, Hunter's Armlet, +10 max XP, marked card, luck, chance of being offered weapons of higher tiers when leveling up. The Sledgeinator, area control secondary. Sure. Whoa! Do you see that thing? It's just like a, it's like something on a chain that goes around me. Oh my god, acid flower? Sure. Oh geez, it's one of these guys again. Oh no, I died. I don't think I was paying attention. Okay. We're gonna retry that. That was pretty awesome though.
It was. That's why I wasn't saying anything. I was just
oh my god, this is so fun.
Mental note, if I ever make a game, send it to George to review.
This is great.
I mean, what better alpha/beta than just sending you the game and having you play it on stream?
It says auto shoot is on, but as soon as, like, it's gone now. Which is fine. Actually, I prefer... I think I prefer...
Is that not the Y button? That big red ball at the bottom?
The Y, I think, is my health, if I had to guess, but I don't know. Bat.
Because there's a Y above it, so it seems assigned to a button.
We can upgrade our launcher. We can do a garlic gun. I think I liked this static Tola.
Like, I get you're dealing with vampires and everything, but given that this seems to take place in a fairly futuristic world, have they seen grocery prices lately? I'm not going to waste garlic by using it as ammunition.
I don't know what that does, but I definitely want to go... Oh, yeah, let's do the gold fork.
The Golden Fork Award that restaurants get?
It just does, I'm doing more damage in general, so as we're going through and performing upgrades, we not only can do different weapons, oh no, what did Y just do?
That was that's why it was assigned to a button. It did something. I don't know if that means it's your, like, ultimate attack, like Overwatch, or...
Yeah, maybe.
When I saw all the different things you were picking up, I'm like, huh, this is kind of like Overwatch. Speaking of that, does this game have a multiplayer mode?
That is an excellent question. I'm not sure.
That'd be fun to get a couple of fellow E users together one night and just have some old school FPS fun.
Right? I kind of hope it is multiplayer. God, this is so much fun. All right, flamethrower does ridiculous amounts of damage.
As it should. It's a flamethrower.
Right, as it should.
Unless you're Elon Musk and you sold not a flamethrower.
Okay. Bat, support secondary. Ooh, leather armor. That seems good. Man. Submachine gun. Yeah. Now we're just mowing these guys down.
That kind of jubilant giggling I only hear you do when you're mowing people down.
This is pretty good.
Oh, it reminds me of when we got the first Xbox, and part of my Christmas gift that year was I got State of Emergency by Rockstar Games. No one ever talks about that game, but man, that was fun.
I don't think I know that one.
That was a third-person shooter, and they each took place in different locations during... I assume they don't want to say what state it was, but people were rioting and looting. There were malls and, like, grocery stores and parking lots, but you were given certain objectives you had to do. It was a very 2001 game. It would never come out now.
What is going on with that dude? He's just freaking out right there. Ah, shit, it's one of these guys. Okay. God, this is so fun. Also, I have to try Motor Doom. I've got to remember. Ooh, Underworld Portal. Every 10 minutes, send all enemies back to the Underworld. Those enemies won't drop souls. Okay, so it clears everything up. Ooh, Iron Shield. Familiar Rat. Sting. When weapon kills an enemy, recover 1 second of cooldown from other weapons. Interesting.
This is one of those cases where I don't think I'd play this game, but I would like to sit down and talk to the #1 player of this game in the world.
Just to get an idea of, like, what they're doing.
The strategy, the combos, the balancing act, like... Because I don't play RPGs the way normal people do. Like, I don't care about stats all that much, really.
Oh, Jesus. What is that? What's going on?
You have 4 minutes and 10 seconds to defeat the boss, I assume?
Oh, got it. Where is he?
The Ashmaker. The Ashmaker.
Alright, launcher. Where's the
you either
boss?
have that long to defeat the boss, or until it's coming? But that doesn't make sense, because the health bar's on screen now.
Oh, I see him. There he is.
Shoot him in the back now. Oh yeah, big
He has
turtle
a
shell.
freaking shield.
That's literally your strategy. Shoot him in the back.
Oh no.
But
Alright, gotta
still, even with that giant shield, he doesn't seem to be wearing any clothing.
All right.
Which I guess makes him a good first level boss, but seems silly.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
This guy is almost dead. All right, he's dead.
I was curious if it was possible to shoot him long enough that the shield would explode, and then you could just hit him from every side.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, there's another one.
Yep. Oh, I wonder if it's the big dragon.
Maybe that was what you were supposed to be shooting the whole time.
I think that might be the case.
Pardon the reference, George. Dragons, that's the first task.
What just happened? Ah! All right. Well, that one's going to get played a lot more, Dice.
That's one that raises my heart rate way too much, but I do enjoy watching other people play it.
All right, new weapon. Oh, and this is because it's a vampire survivor style game or a rogue light. Every time we die, we unlock more things.
Yay, more things.
New weapon unlocked. Death is only the beginning. A pulse gun. Taurus. Turbo shock. All right, we're going to go back. We're going to quit. All right, that was game number 2. And it's only 11:30. We got time. All right, we've done Mullet MadJack, Vampire Hunters. I think now we're on to Death Must Die.
Like every dad who's ever been on a road trip, we're making good time.
We are making good time. Are we there yet? Not now, damn it. Truck tire. I can't stop. 2 guys in the bathroom puking his guts out. All because you wanted to save a few pennies. To me, that doesn't make much sense.
I've already been annoying the kids at work by quoting Christmas Vacation.
Zombie Fisher says, "Do you validate?" Thank you, Zombie. Also, Zombie, did you see Zombie Hunters just there? It is a first-person shooter of vampire survivors. And if did we see if there was a multiplayer option? Hold on.
We didn't check, but that's fine. Okay, we're doing it.
We're doing it right now. Screw it. We're doing it live. It's called Vampire something with a V. Vampire Hunters.
Higher Peanut. Death Must Die is neat. It's like Pixel Hades Survivor. I played
Higher
Hades.
Peanut,
Hades
have
is
you
fun.
played every game that we want to play? I do feel like you're familiar not just with the pinball games, but also the games.
Higher Peanut has just played every game.
Yeah.
There's games that just came out. They're played.
Roguelite, Bullet Hell, 3D, in your queue, single player. It is not co-op.
Boo.
Yeah. What's up with that?
Consumer-facing software.
Yeah, I mean, that's the next major step. Make this an online co-op style game, and you've got yourself a winner. You just happen to be playing things I know of. Okay, Higher Peanut, I think we just have similar tastes. And that means that you have great taste, my friend. All right, gameplay, end run? What?
My run hasn't begun. Oh, can you just hit the B button? Yeah.
Yeah, probably. All right, we're going back. I didn't know I started the game.
That 1 second round.
Oh, that's it. There is no start. You literally just start playing. All right.
Higher Peanut, I already see what you mean. This is like Hades.
But with more retro graphics.
Yeah, like right between the Genesis and the N64.
I feel like he's telling me don't go this way. I don't know. I'm gonna go back in because I think he said don't go this way.
It's your adventure, George. We're just on it.
Oh, okay, there we go.
Our hourglass has brought you back. Step into the water once more, hero. We cannot follow you. Death will stand trial for his...
Death must die. Okay, our goal is to kill Death. R2 dash, L move, R aim and attack. Tackle, okay, there we go. Okay. Got it. It's another Vampire Survivors, except once it feels very Diablo 1.
You mean the second last good Diablo?
Oh, we just leveled up.
You're the one Time gave their hourglass to, huh?
Wow, she is very cute. There's also a lot of hit.
Well, whatever it is you're doing here, I'm always the first to help mortals. So allow...
All right, I get to level up now. Trail of Fire. Your dash damages enemies. Your dash damages enemies, leaves a path of fire. That is improper grammar right there. I'm a little frustrated. Your dash damages enemies and leaves a path of fire. Your attacks become stronger. Apply burning and have a chance to create fire trails that burn enemies. Really? Isn't that kind of like, wow, there's... We need someone with basic, I would say, English skills to go through and maybe just review some of these.
Allow me to stop the ATM machine and put in my PIN numbers so I can buy a new hot water heater.
Yes, well done, well done. The Office of Redundant Acronym Redundancy. CNK, what's up? We're trying new games tonight. Every few attacks, you breathe fire that damages and burns enemies in front of you. Kind of like this.
George is trying new games tonight. I'm just here.
Okay, so I assume, you know, that we're given an Why can't I hit this guy? Why can I only attack to the left? That's really weird. Hey, there's a sword. A, pick up. Okay.
Oh, I'm Summer, by the way. The goddess of all the...
Hot stuff, okay. Breath of Fire, enkindling. The effects of your dash last longer. Your attacks become stronger. Apply burning and have it... Oh, I don't have to apply it like as a verb. It just applies burning.
I believe there's only one way to apply burning.
All right. You attack faster. Combust. Whenever you kill a number of burning enemies, the last target explodes, damaging and knocking back nearby. If this explosion kills an enemy, there's a chance it causes another explosion. We like explosions.
Fire, fire, fire.
Oh my god, what? It always attacks down. I can't attack to the right. My dude is not an ambi turner. Oh, there we go. I see. I have to use the other joystick. Burning enemies leave fire when they die. Whenever you kill a number of burning enemies, the last target explodes. Oh, this is on to 2. So now it does more damage, and a knockback chance is increased by 5. And we're increasing the double explode by 1%. I am not doing well. You know what I'm gonna need, I feel like, is... I need health.
Kyle says, I bet you didn't know I was such a good Googleizer. You know, one who speaks at eulogies.
You can be a powerful ally, huh? And I died. You googlies. So all video talk, eh? No spook. Oh, CNK, you already missed the chat about Spooky.
That was
So
right after the first game.
Right.
We're on game 3.
Stash unlocked. Oh, there's my sword. Got it. So as we pick up different things, we can start to equip them. All right, I'm going to give this one more go.
Kyle says, George not getting the Zoolander reference that he set me up for.
No, I got it.
CNK misses everything.
I'm sorry, CNK.
If it makes you feel any better, CNK, I'm sure our Discord will be buzzing tomorrow after we actually finally get to see the thing.
Very true. So I figured it out. I was attacking with the top trigger, but just using the second joystick will attack the direction I pointed.
Speaking of which, does everyone here know we have a Discord? And
We
that
have a
George
Discord.
George also has merch?
Yes. Got to work on the new merch though.
So
Dark?
does that mean you'll be phasing out the old merch, or
No.
your clothing's not going to roll in collections?
Yeah, we'll probably just add a new
Those are the
collection. It'll
mechanics,
be around the Death Lab stuff. Make them feel the heat. Yeah, let's attack faster, maybe. When there's a chance you shoot a firebolt. Okay, 33% chance.
I'm laughing because my first thought was, yeah, let's make a Tri-Blend t-shirt that just has a Death Labs logo on it. But then I'm like, honestly, that'd be pretty cool.
It would be. I do like the Death Lab logo. It's pretty badass. So I gotta work on it. Lots to work on, honestly. There's so much cool stuff happening with Death Lab. I told you a little bit about what was happening. We're changing up the gameplay style. I've come up with some really cool ideas around other things to kind of do while we're waiting for videos to be generated. And I got we're gonna level up here. I got finally access to other providers of video generation, so I can go up to 10 seconds now reliably.
Yes, you did, because you were so tired of having the back and forth with their quote-unquote support team.
Yeah, I feel like everybody is really struggling to make their video generation work all the time. So I wouldn't be surprised if I'm always going to be dealing with some inconsistency.
Is AI marking the end of alpha and beta testing?
You say that again, maybe a little bit differently.
Is the AI technology you're looking to incorporate into the stream, it seems like they haven't really had a good alpha or beta test. It's like they're relying on you to do it.
Oh, they did for certain rely on me to do a lot of work for them.
Much like a AAA video game developer, and if you're offering what they allegedly had been offering you in any other business, that wouldn't be excusable.
Yeah.
Oh, well, what was that great line from the end of first season of Silicon Valley where it got hung on the 3D video post? This seems dubious.
Dubious. What a great word.
This seems dubious, Richard.
Ow.
What other word did I hear today that I wanted to reintegrate into my vernacular? Oh, having a tryst.
Chaos would love this.
All right, we really need passive. Oh, got it. The effects of your dash last longer. Meteor shower on cooldown. Meteors fall from the skies. Yeah, let's do that. There we go. So now we're automatically wearing the breastplate.
I'm going to have to mute this call for a tad of time, but I will return.
Okay. Oops, somebody just did something. Hey, RLM Amusements just rated us with a party of 31 viewers. RLM, thank you so much. Fantastic timing. Tonight, we are trying out 5 new games on Steam. We went through and played Vampire Hunters just a little bit ago. Wow, what a fantastic game. We went with Mullet MadJack, I think, which was another fun game. I don't know if I'm gonna go back to that one. And right now we're playing Death Must Die, and we're giving this a solid go. Let's attack faster. Wow, that's a lot. Now, and we died. I have no idea how to heal. The goo approaches. The wet sound is disturbing. It sounds like someone is mixing a lot of mac and cheese. Okay, so we died again. Again and again. And that's the cool thing about roguelites, or roguelike, is that every time you die, you come back a little bit stronger, right? Ah, yeah, we get to keep all of our stuff. That's pretty cool. Okay. You gotta earn your healing abilities. Understand. Okay, so we gotta get better. But that is game number 3. Why don't we check out what's next? Oh no, what did I just do?
Testing, 1, 2, testing. I have returned.
Welcome back.
Thank you, thank you. Had to go outside and meet the DoorDash driver.
So, Death Must Die, cool. I think I could get better at it with a little bit more time. I'm not upset with that one. Mullet MadJack was fun. It might be a little too crazy for me.
Oh, and of course, the second I stepped away, we got raided.
Of course, yes. RLM Amusements, by the way. My hat's off to you, and thank you. I'm curious, what was RLM Amusements streaming this evening? And now we get to Windblown. So this is the same company that did, not Aeon Flux, that's a show. These guys did another massive roguelike. I can't think of the name of it right now. It was kind of it was the game that introduced me to roguelikes, though. Grab a controller and kick back. Done. Zombie Fishers, thank you. Throwing out the hoping that everyone's doing well.
We were listening to George mixing Wee Macaroni.
Wee Macaroni.
Wet.
Ooh, good music.
So far, the soundtrack gets a 10 out of 10.
Yeah. Also, the art style, this is great. This looks like,
It looks like a show I would have seen on Cartoon Network.
Kipo and the Wonder Beasts.
From like 2007 to like 2010.
Okay.
And I mean that in a good way. Those of you who are there, you know. Okay, now that I'm seeing all the blood, this might be something I see on Tsunami on a Saturday night.
What? It's like a full story here.
If the game is half as epic as the intro, I think we're all in for something we're all going to pick up.
Yeah. That was pretty awesome. We're in early access still.
Dear guinea pigs.
Log in via Steam. Okay. So is this in like an MMORPG? Choose a name. We cannot be evil android. We must be done.
No matter what you do, don't panic flip.
Oh, dude, they have an axolotl and a pangolin. One of our characters, one of our emotes is a pangolin. Do we...
But the axolotl's so cool. But
axolotls are so cool.
Pick the pangolin. It's your animal, George.
But axolotls are so cool.
However, that bat was adorable. That reminded me of Mavis from Hotel Transylvania.
Awaken. Come.
Giggity.
I was about to say, sounds like a great morning. Join me. Wow. All right, cool. I am already upset that I chose the pangolin. Like, he's cool, but axolotl, I feel like, would have been more fun.
I'm just upset that the pangolin looks like Sonic fan art.
All right. Oh, whoa. Okay. Windblown.
But I mean, look at the armor on that pangolin.
All right.
Oh, I did have an exchange in a bookstore today, George, about language, and maybe you can give us your 2 cents on this, because both of us were, as you know, I get very passionate about language, as do other people. Where do you stand on cavernous versus cavernous?
Why would anyone ever say cavernous?
Thank you! It hits your ear wrong. It means nothing.
Actually, do I want to go back? What's this? Nothing. Okay. Yeah,
I really
cavernous.
thought you were about to go, actually, should I go cavernous? Yeah, Zombie Fishers, the colors in this game are great.
All right, so far, actually, I mean, the gameplay is very similar to Hades.
But I mean, that's not inherently a bad thing.
No, it's not.
Zombie Fishers, per my request, with the schedule I've been running lately, I can join George on Thursdays, but and trust me, you guys don't want to see what I look like. Every night before I come in the stream here, I've been doing my couch to 5K. So this is my relaxation time.
Ooh, couch to 5K. Nice. Note, by the way, Dice, when you're ready. Oh, that put us back over there. Ooh, I want to open this. What's this?
Oh, I will absolutely let you know if / when there's a night where I'm able to do that.
It was a glowing rock. Dice. Okay.
Of course, George.
Okay.
George, don't go chasing waterfalls.
You seriously don't know the song. You don't know that you're quoting TLC.
George, stick to the rivers and the lakes that you're used to.
Deals criticals against burning targets. Last strike applies burn. Yeah, get. Like, why wouldn't I want it? Secondary weapon.
Because if the last strike applies the burn, and they don't already have it, then the critical means nothing.
Okay. What? That's pretty fun.
This
Hey,
game
wait.
turns into a... It's a platformer, too?
It feels kind of like a platformer. Hey, wait, you're not a sentinel. I don't know why the axolotl has that voice. We used to be like you, if I remember correctly, but things didn't end well in Cavernous. I can't... Like, why would anybody ever say that?
I love that scrambled your brain to the point where that jumped back to the front. And you're like, why?
Cavernous.
You were holding it so well, and I thought we had moved on. Suddenly you swerved back. You're like, why?
It seems to be broken, a shred of memory haunting this mineral. If you like, we can leave this cursed place. Mineral. We can share what's left. Mineral, yes. Mineral. Wait, McGonagall, Minerva. Well, oh man, I ruined it. It might
Minerva
disturb you initially.
McNichol?
Yeah, there you go. Please choose me.
Zombie Fishers, what about Cool Whip?
Take the one that will help you the most. Okay, so we can choose memories.
Oh, you have branching paths.
Okay. Proximity, weapon and trinket.
Instant replayability.
Ignore the first hit in each biome and become invincible for 5 seconds. Kills heal you for 4%. Necromancy.
I'd say either proximity or protection.
Okay.
And unless these can stack, and you can stack the necromancy that heals you.
Weapon and trinket damage plus 40% while near your target.
Yes, Kyle. Aluminium.
Aluminium. Cool whip. How's your plutonium?
My plutonium is just fine. How about yours?
Okay, so first hit is absorbed, or all kills heal you for 4%. I think I'm going with protection. Let's just be safe here. All right, we got a card. Oh, open inventory. Is it that one? Oh, shish kebabs. All right, here we go.
Man, so far the art style is my favorite part of this game.
Yeah, this is a gorgeous game.
I don't know how to say this without it sounding mean, because I mean this to sound really nice. This looks like the kind of game that would have come out in 2006 on the PSP.
What is this? Yeah, it's not that crazy. Oh, we have to hold. Encrypted memory, death orb.
What universe is this where we can encrypt our memories? I'd like to start doing that immediately, please.
Toggle details. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna get more weapons or something like that with LB and RB. But I don't know what to do with this.
Well, you are a tester.
Oh no. God bless America. Right, we're not doing great
Soothing
on
music,
life.
pleasant colors, meh gameplay, I still dig it. Yeah, this is the kind of game I could see myself playing if I was just staying home all day. I had like a flu or a cold and I wanted something fun but mindless.
Yeah. It's kind of fun. Whoa.
Zombie Fisher, super high. Yeah, this is the kind of game you could play super high. And again, every game is a game you can play super high if you have practice. Unless you meant that I sound super high, because you're right, but... Oh yeah, with a good buzz on, this would be a fun game to play. Just sit down and turn your brain off and let your fingers do the thing.
Which is... Did I just kill people and then zoom off into space?
What, you want to stick around after you kill people?
What, the front door? That's it. Kyle's back. Oh, you guys can't see the chat. It literally says Kyle is back.
Your photo is blocking it. All we see is his back question mark?
Kyle says, I'm here, master. Eperin says, another new recruit to train, then. Makaba says, hush, keep it down. And last, give them time to get over their emotions. They've only just come back to life. Yep, I'm really unhappy with my choice of characters. He looks kind of dorky.
So start it over.
No, we're in. We're fully committed. Kyle says, hey, he puked on me.
Oh, that makes a lot more sense now.
Yeah. Getting killed isn't easy to die. I didn't die. Isn't easy to digest.
Apparently you did.
But I didn't die. I beat the... Oh, maybe I did.
If you shoot a penguin into space, George, will it not die?
You seem to have fully recovered. Our Makaba sure knows how to work miracles in the infirmary. Infirmary. It's linked to your soul.
Infirmary?
Infirmary, yes. Infirmary.
Infirmary?
Like yeah. Like, what else?
Now I'm just doing it out of habit.
Yeah, let's just mispronounce everything. They bring back precious resources, such as cogs found on the Vortex Sentinels. There's a lot of exposition happening here.
Inhabitants. Apparently.
Take this flask. It might come in handy. There we go. Now we have a health flask.
Expeditions.
What?
Zombie Fisher says it's a family fat head trait.
Oh. Hello. Recovery booting air assistance required. Missing original ventricore. Friend forever is offline. Oh, the newcomer. I'm Kubrick. Yeah, there you go. We have big domes. Is that a thing? Do we really have... I know I have a big head. I'm in charge of restoring all of Ark's broken things, but this damn golem resists me. I've tried everything, but it seems to be missing a vital component. Perhaps you can find it in the vortex. All you have to do is seek the same model and grab the part in question. very curious to see what. Thank you. I'm very curious to see what this golem is all about. We're gonna just start mispronouncing things. It's kind of fun.
There's something addictive about it.
Here we are. Cheerio. Look, is
There's something addictive about it.
Yes. I don't even look there. Here's Vomito. No, yeah. Oh, this is Kyle. Yeah, definitely a southern accent then. I bet they gave you your first mission after you got blasted by the vortex.
I think your screen share got hung again, George.
Oh, for you? I'm looking online
No movement
right now.
and can't hear ya.
Nope. Hold up.
Oh, and
You're back.
check 1 2. Check 1 2.
Testing.
Heatsy fly.
Can you hear me okay, Dice?
Oh yeah,
hear
you're
me now?
coming through.
Okay, cool.
Thanks, Discord.
Yeah. Wait, I actually didn't see what Kyle's... It took over my cursor, so it's really hard to keep going over here. What animal is that? I think, Kyle, it's a llama. And what's more, you don't even know how to use the cannon. ROFLMAO.
It's a llama.
It's a llama. It's Lloyd. I know. I named you. Homegrown. Oh my God. Homegrown rating with a party of 56. What's? Oh, it's midnight.
Hey, beautiful people.
Welcome, Homegrown. My hat's off to you. We're currently going through trying to play 5 new games on Steam. Also, we just hit level 3 on the stream. And Homegrown, I hope your stream was fantastic. What were you streaming tonight?
George is currently playing as a pangolin.
But seeing as you only have 2 brains, well... Cascade, welcome. Is one of the games Shower with Your Dad? Cascade, it is... no. Doctor... Homegrown
George,
is playing Dr. No.
George Cascade is not making that up. That is a real game.
Okay. Is that really a real game?
It is from
Okay.
Cascade Pinball.
Also, Pio45, welcome to the stream. Hi. What is... Oh, this is called Windblown. Evidently, that's how that works. And y'all, if you don't know Homegrown, Homegrown is another pinball streamer, super cool person. His better half is Pepper Bowen, and during the day, Homegrown likes to draw a little bit for a show you may have heard of called The Simpsons. So Homegrown, thank you. Appreciate the raid. I hope you had a fun time. Pio's heard of this game. It's interesting. Out of the games we've played tonight, this is definitely not high on my love list right now. But man, the music's cool. The art is awesome.
Homegrown. I'm not sure how much pull you have around there. Can you please convince Millhouse's voice actress to stay? After 35 years, she's leaving the show, George.
Ow! These guys are just killing me.
Thank you, Homegrown. Yes, I was like, no, not Millhouse.
Homegrown was pissed.
And so many others. She didn't just do Millhouse. But I do understand that working in animation is really not a great place to be right now. So I get it.
And Cascade pointing out, this does have a Hyper Light Drifter kind of feel to it, but my problem with Hyper Light Drifter is how often I was confused with the animation style. I could never tell if something was something I could walk on or if it was just part of the background. It felt a little too flat at times.
Cascade, this game is called Windblown. And
Yes.
you can be a tester right now because the game is not done yet.
Yep, we're in early access right now. Okay.
Yeah, Homegrown, that really sucks. But as Alex Hirsch said during one of his interviews for the Book of Bill, he said the best thing you can do if you want to work in animation, since it's in such a lull right now, brush up on everything you don't know, because when it does swing back, it always goes cyclically. Being able to do anything will more or less get you in the door. But if you can do a little bit of everything, you'll be invaluable.
So, do I have... Oh, wrong button. I see that I have a health thing, but I don't know how to use it.
Homegrown, I know you weren't in here earlier, so you'll have missed the reference, but to make my second reference to basketball tonight, if I had a nickel for every time someone asked me to help them learn how to draw storyboards, I would have a shitload of nickels.
By the way, Basketball, what a great movie. Also, Eligos just raided us. Eligos, thank you so much, and welcome, Raiders, again. Man, we just got hit by 3 raids all in one go. With me tonight...
I love that movie, too. That's why I hated when the episode where they went to see Passion of the Christ, and they said they wanted to hold bad filmmakers responsible, like when they got their money back for seeing Basketball. I'm like, I grew up watching Basketball. I love that movie. That wasn't a bad movie. It was a bad movie-going audience.
Yeah, it's the audience, for certain. Whoa, what's going on over here? What's this?
Cascade, let's tone it down a little bit.
Ooh, we got something. Encrypted memory, burn aura. So we're gonna over here. I can't do anything with it. Oh, because it's locked. Got it. Cascade Jesus hates animators. What? Eligos,
Exactly.
how was your stream? How are things going?
Exactly, Homegrown. Death to Smoochie was a great dark comedy, but... Oh, you gasped like you were so astounded someone brought up Death to Smoochie.
I know, no one knows about Death to Smoochie.
That was one of the greatest dark comedies ever written.
You know, I didn't know it was meant to be a comedy, so that was a problem for me.
It may lean more on the dark, entirely dependent on the viewer's sense of humor. I thought it was hilarious. But having you all have known me as long as you have, you know, my sense of humor can lean from the whimsical to the very dark. Eligos, good evening. It was good. Some relaxing rock band.
Ooh, man, I want to play more rock band. Honestly, I want to play more, what's the cool controller I have? That crazy game.
Clone Hero?
Not Clone Hero.
Oh, your Japanese rhythm game?
Yeah, that thing. God, that's so fun. I gotta pull it back out at some point.
The one that's so hard to backroom your way into getting new songs for it?
Yes. All right, so I think we figured out how to play this.
Kyle.
Ooh.
Kyle, the game I mentioned, Clone Hero, it's for the PC. You can download it for free. All you need is a guitar controller, which there is now a company selling that has Rock Band buttons, but Guitar Hero level strumming. And more or less any song you can think of, someone's probably made a chart for it, but it's not just guitar. You can also do mic, drums, bass, and keyboard. So, yeah, Kyle, look into Clone Hero, and then get one of those controllers. I think they're only $150. I've had mine for like a year, and it's been... Good night, Cascade Pinball. Thanks for stopping in.
Cascade, thanks so much for hanging out. What are we playing? BF 43V3R. Please do not destroy me. I'm a pacifist model. Please have a friendly attitude when using best friend forever. Best Friend Forever is here to help you. ... Best Friend Forever can satisfy your request. Code P13C3M1551N6. Warning, the operation is irreversible. We hope we have met your expectations. Take care of...
Kyle, you literally took me back to high school just mentioning salvia. I don't even think you can buy salvia anymore. Bye PO, thanks for stopping in. Thanks for rating.
Yes. Yo, thank you. Send your discoveries to the Ark. It's a little weird. Not gonna lie, I'm a little freaked out by what just happened there.
Now I'm more excited to play this game toasted than ever.
Yeah. The music is awesome. Force. Oh no, you did not. This is definitely a Hades-esque kind of roguelite.
Kyle has a new animation they've been trying to get into Streamlabs, and it's taking forever. Forever.
What just happened?
Sorry to hear that, Kyle. Yes. Oh, I'm so happy when people know where that's from. I've said that to kids at work, and they look at me like I'm looking at them like they're dumb, and I'm like, no, it's a reference, you idiot. Forever.
Woo! Boost. Oh, okay. We get a boost now. Got it.
Well, I was saying, Kyle, Sorry, George, go ahead.
No, you first. Keep going.
I was going to say, sorry, Kyle, I speak in movie quotes too, and every time they give me that look, all I can do is say, I've done my waiting. 12 years of it. It has come back.
Homegrown saying, ever played Awesome Knots? I have not played Awesome Knots. Are you familiar with that, Dice?
Both ringing a bell and not. If there was a version of that on the OG Xbox, I may have seen it on a game magazine cover, which I know is dating myself.
Oh.
But if it,
I think I know
wasn't, then
yeah.
no. 2012 so maybe 2012 I was still working at Walgreens. I might have seen it on a video game magazine cover, but I've never looked into it myself. It's a hard sell to get me to buy a game, let alone invest time in it.
God, this game is pretty. Also, jumping between all of these is super cool. Like, it is really satisfying.
I like how snappy it is.
Yeah.
It's been a minute. It's been a while.
Since I could.
Since I first played you. It's been a while.
No!
Anyone who listened to modern rock stations in the early 2000s will be enjoying that reference. Everyone else will either be confused or they're wondering why I'm memeing.
Been a minute.
Been a while.
Has it been a while or has it been a minute?
Homegrown. George, have you played the new John Wick code? I'm really loving it.
No, but I keep hearing from everyone that they have, like, fixed John Wick. So I'm excited to actually get John Wick in-house for a little bit. I think I'm going to go pick up a new game while I'm waiting for Kyle to get to the airport. but I don't think it's going to be John Wick. I was really hoping it was going to be John Wick, but I don't think it's available.
If you do go for Wick, what model are you getting?
It'll be the Pro.
Oh, man. Now, something that I understand and frustrated me about the Wick LE were you can get a piece of one of the suits that he wore and it's in your apron. I'm like, great, that still doesn't add any value to me. You know what I mean?
It still doesn't what?
Add any value to the game for me, you know what I mean? It's like, someone you've seen in movies worn a 1/1 billionth chunk of this once. I'm like, cool. What am I gonna do with it? It wasn't quite like with the Elvira one, where the really special edition had a piece of fur dress, because like that was unique and different. This is just a suit that Keanu Reeves wore one time because a costume designer gave it to him and chopped it up into a million pieces. Assuming that's even what it is at all.
Oh no! Go premium is what Homegrown is saying, by the way.
See, with Wick, I just didn't think the premium had enough toys to make it worth it.
Yeah, have I spent time on a premium?
And then you jump up to that L. It has a chunk of one of his jackets in the apron, and I'm like, great. That could have been anyone's jacket. Don't get me wrong. I love Keanu Reeves. Love him as an actor, as a person. Love him to death. I don't need to own a piece of his clothing.
Yeah,
that's almost like soccer level stuff. Like
soccer? Did you say soccer?
Stalker.
Stalker. Got it. Okay, that's way cooler.
So why'd you go for the LE? Because he has a piece of his clothing in it. Oh, okay. I really never want to talk to you again.
It was the box in the bottom right corner, I think, on the premium that was kind of, I don't know, it just felt in the way as opposed to like waiting for it to open up, and it felt like I would bash it, but sometimes it wouldn't register. Now, granted, that could have just been the one I was playing.
Yes, because we compared the differences in Las Vegas. Because they had all three models.
Now, if I had to choose a game, Kyle's saying download Liar's Bar, but we already downloaded 5 games today. So Windblown was cool.
What, one more to get to?
Yeah, so I could go Vampire Survivors. Now, is everybody here familiar with Vampire Survivors? Because I could play this for 6 hours straight. It's amazing. I have not yet played Slime 3K.
I remember one night I wasn't, and I had to ask you what that means. So that would probably be a good question for the group.
Right. Nope, done. We're doing it. We're playing at least one game of Vampire Survivors. Oh yeah.
Apologies if you do know what this was. I asked George one night and I didn't. And he actually, after stream, we kind of kept stream going where I kept watching his screen and watching him play this, and it finally clicked, like, why he likes these kind of games. But he just kept saying Vampire Survivor. That meant nothing to me.
All right, we're gonna go with let's go with the King Bible.
See, this with the retro style graphics and the game, this I understand. I get, like, this appeals to me. Like, I could have seen plunking down 50 cents into a cabinet in an arcade and playing this.
Oh yeah, this definitely needs an arcade adaptation. Like, it's so simple. God, I hate the whip. There we go. Let's go wand. So this just gets increasingly more crazy. This game just like, not that this didn't exist, but it kind of created a whole genre of gaming. And it's just awesome. All right, so that little blue bat, he's a big baddie, and when I beat him, I'm gonna get some pretty cool stuff in response. And XP is all these little blue things here. And once I get enough XP, go ahead.
Now that I've learned what this type of game is called, and having seen this, I'm like, I've seen 10,000 games like this.
Yeah, there's a lot of them out there now.
TNK, do you think Evil Dead is a bit too horror for primetime buyers? TNK, I think Spooky made that game for exactly either the kind of clientele that a certain arcade is going to attract, or they're appealing directly to the buyers and foregoing arcades entirely. I don't think either choice is right or wrong. Personally, I think a game like that, appealing to the home collector, is the most attractive. Not saying that there aren't pinball places out there that would benefit from having a game like that in their collection. But it would have to be a rather varied collection. If they have 5 games, one of them is Evil Dead, I don't know if that's going to do it for most people.
Yeah,
because, well, it's one of the most successful horror franchises of all time, but it started so grassroots, which is why I think them going with Spooky with so, and here's my one non-sexual use there, bumper night, it was so fucking smart. Because, as I was saying, George, earlier, for everyone who wasn't here, I'm not going into how or why the third Evil Dead movie isn't canon again, but Bruce Campbell and the Raimi brothers have been in charge of the main 2 movies and the license ever since.
Okay. I'm glad that you are so up on Evil Dead lore and knowledge, because that's just things I was completely unaware of.
I've read all 4 of Bruce Campbell's books. I've met him 3 times. I would love to meet the Raimi brothers, just to shake their hands and say thank you and ask them a couple of questions, but they're so protective of their baby. Because Bruce Campbell is in his words, the B-level actor who never should have been.
Pass me some sugar, baby. Like, there's the lines are just really dorky.
But in the best way.
Sure.
And that's why you either get it or you don't. So when I say Spooky making this game, they know exactly who their audience is. They know exactly how many they're going to sell, and they're going to just put all of the amount of love and thank you, Zombie Fishers, the perfect amount of cheese.
The perfect amount of cheese, right. Hold on one sec here, though. Jay-Z is asking me something. Or actually, Dice, you keep going. Hold on.
The perfect amount of cheese to make this the package that...
You want me to walk you up to bed?
Everyone looking for this game, I believe, is going to get. Now, I don't believe it's going to be there at the beginning, because Spooky games have always been terrible with that.
Okay. Gotta help Jay-Z in a couple minutes here.
Okay,
Get
no problem.
ready for bed.
Exactly. It's the perfect level of a cult following that borders so much on mainstream. When the last Evil Dead movie came out, it was when I was supposed to be in Colorado with you, George, before something financially unfortunate happened.
Right.
I still went to the first showing of Evil Dead Rise that day. It was a packed house. They were all cheering. And based off of the amount of people I've seen reacting to that movie on YouTube, which that's still such a bizarre thing to me, watching other people watch a movie, it's done incredibly well. I believe they said they have 3 projects in the lineup, and the Raimi brothers and Bruce Campbell are all at the helm to make sure their IP is so perfectly protected and represented. For my fans of cult movies out there, you might understand. Evil Dead is if Rocky Horror had merchandise.
I love that.
Zombie Fishers. That was the 2013 Evil Dead, and I went to see that in the theater 9 times. It was 2013 because I was graduating high school that year. Came out in February. I went to see it 9 times that month. It was so good, and it is still so good. And it was so. It kept the original heart of the story while making it like a straight up horror movie. Like, there was no wink at the camera like, ha. Unlike in Evil Dead Rise, which, don't get me started on that one.
I didn't see it, so I don't know. I think Kyle said he wasn't really a fan.
I've come to appreciate it, having given it probably a good dozen watches.
Okay.
And at a certain point, I feel like with these horror franchises, like you felt with Ghostbusters Frozen Empire, at a certain point we kind of just have to take what's given because we went without for so long. It's the Star Wars thing too. Like, to me, it's all garbage in, garbage out. Even if you're getting shitty pizza, it's pizza. It's awesome.
Right. By the way, if you're, oh, sorry, go. Keep going, man. Your conversation is way better than mine.
One more chat here, brother. I don't know what I don't like. I had to learn a long time ago to not immediately give my opinion on something, because 3 days later it will be different. Now I need to sit with a movie for at least 2 days before I give an initial opinion, a pre-release opinion, and what I feel like watching it at home.
By the way, do you hear the music in this? It's like 80s
phenomenal
action flick.
Yeah. Phenomenal tipton. That 2013 movie was so friggin' good. The practical effects and the acting and the... C&K, I can't say that you need to see Evil Dead if you're not a fan of horror or Bruce Campbell or that kind of thing. But I do feel like you would be doing yourself a disservice if you were even remotely interested. Check out the second one, because it's a direct remake of the first with a higher budget. And honestly, in the first one, that Ash Williams is not the Ash Williams we've all come to know and love.
Well, this is not good. Whoa. Get over there.
Yes and no, Zombie Fishers. It really is a matter of mixing the practical effects with CGI where it's needed. And that is why Terrifier has made it where it's at. And the actor playing the clown, they could have so easily picked the wrong guy and that whole thing could have tanked. So, Zombie Fishers, I have to ask, since you have such a strong opinion on this, what are your thoughts about Smile 2?
About what 2? Oh, Smile 2. I thought Kyle said he liked Smile 2.
I loved it.
Where's all the food? I could really use some food, Gabe.
George, the day Allie and I came back from seeing you guys in Vegas, that night, I went to the theater and I saw Terrifier 3 and Smile 2 because our theater has $5 Tuesdays. Kyle, Hereditary was one of the scariest movies I'd ever seen. to the point where I did buy it on DVD, but I have not seen it again since I saw it in the theater because I can just summon it in my head so clearly. That feeling of before it turned into horror, which isn't that's not a spoiler at this point, but the anxiety building up into the horror, that movie made me feel like having panic attacks were true horrors.
So close.
Toni Collette is such an underrated actress. I mean, she picked some crap projects. She was in Mafia Mom, which, man, how badly did she need that money? That's straight blue, but when you give her a good script or something to do, she's a phenomenal actress. She was in Krampus, which I didn't hate nearly as much as everyone else said. Mostly just because it's Krampus. You can't take it that seriously. I can entertain the kids if you have to go, George.
Got it. I want to. Oh, there we go. We got some food. We're close. We're almost at a good stopping point.
But it's even more of a comedy than it is a horror. Like, it knows it's poorly written. It knows it has a loose premise, and it just runs with it anyway. It was like a semi-mainstream trauma movie.
Sorry, what movie was this? I stepped away.
Krampus?
Oh, Krampus. I never saw it. I did just see the new Red 1 movie, though. Totally not a scary movie.
Every review I have read said to not go see that.
It really, like, go into it expecting it to be a fun kids movie related to Christmas. Like,
well, the trailer didn't sell me on it either.
It was fun.
I believe I got the trailer in front of Beetlejuice, and I was like, oh, that's one I can skip. Zombie Fisher says, back to Hereditary.
Hereditary.
Oh, I love that. Hereditary. Hereditary, we only make the finest cream broth. The nuanced background bits in the... Oh, yeah, because the foreground shots where everything's in focus, but if you're not watching the background, it's a movie you need to see twice, but you only want to see once. Yeah, and I'll even tell you, Kyle, even the ending of that movie I kind of have a problem with, only because in the last half hour, it went to Paranormal Activity, because I didn't want to know.
You have the comms there, Dice. I'll be right back. I gotta
Roger.
move Jay-Z's stuff upstairs.
CNK, yeah, both of those Evil Dead movies, they're a great double feature. In Hereditary, as George would say, that I saw it in the theaters. I loved it very much. I bought it on DVD to support it. That's one I'm probably never going to take out of the package. It's going to sit on my shelf forever in the plastic just because, man, I don't ever need to watch that again. Well, I understand what you're saying, Zombie. But 2023 kind of is a very direct sequel to 2013. I mean, there won't be any confusion, but for the sake of chronology. I'd say so, yes, but I can't say why, because no spoilers. Well, you also got to remember, not taking into account the amount of times these movies take to get made, say they were able to do it in a week or something. Like, that's 10 years removed, and they had an entire TV series, which did very well. I understand where you're coming from, Zombie, but... see, that's a hard one, because it's always like, people ask you, like, oh, where should I start? And I want to say, well, you want to start with the beginning, but with, like, take every Friday the 13th movie, like, you don't need to start from the beginning. I'd rather you would, but... If anyone really had to ask me what Friday the 13th movies they should watch, I would say 2 and 4. Yeah, because Army of Darkness was so wildly different, and again, owned by a different company to the point where that's not canon anymore. There are some cool Army of Darkness comics, though. The Army of Darkness comics have been really good. Yeah, Zombie, if you haven't looked into the Evil Dead comics, hopefully I didn't just rip open another addiction for you, because there's so many here. I love the reboot too. I'm not gonna hate on you for loving the I told you I went to the theater to see it 8 times. Worked a part-time job in high school. I didn't have that kind of money, but I made it happen.
What was this one that you saw 8 times?
The Evil Dead 2013.
Oh, what is that? Army of Darkness? No, that was in the 90s, right?
Evil Dead 2013.
I don't think I've even heard of that.
It was the precursor to Evil Dead Rise, which came out when I was supposed to be seeing you in Colorado.
Got it. Okay.
Oh, Zombie. I didn't hate the Friday the 13th reboot until, and I'm sorry, Jordan, I'm going for 2 tonight, until that fucking tacked on ending. The Nightmare on Elm Street reboot was better. Jackie Earle Haley is a fantastic actor. I loved him as Rorschach and Watchmen. He was a great Freddy Krueger, and they leaned into more of the darker elements, which the other ones only hinted at. But no one liked it. You know, it doesn't matter how many 2 of us like a movie. If 98% of the other people don't like it, they're not going to do anything with it.
Wow.
In the same way, do I ever think Hackers is getting a pinball machine? No. For George's sake, would I like one? Yes, because I know he really likes that movie.
The movie is so good. I mean, I know it's not a great movie, but I still love that movie.
It has Matthew Lillard in it, so it gets my stamp of support.
Sure. That makes sense.
Just because he always seemed like the nicest guy. Like, he could be your neighbor, and you didn't even know he did movies, and he'd still be the nicest guy.
Yep. He is evidently a truly nice guy, too.
Oh, I've seen footage of him with conventions and just handling people and recognizing how he is where he is without ever letting his britches get too big, so to speak. Zombie Fishers? My answer to this is not anywhere near what anyone else usually says, but after I tell people to watch it, they usually agree with me. It's a 2009 movie called Afterlife with, what's his name from Star Wars? Liam Neeson, Justin Long, and Christina Ricci. Afterlife from 2009 is the scariest movie I have seen of all time.
Which one?
Afterlife from 2009 with Liam Neeson, Justin Long, and Christina Ricci.
Huh. Okay.
Most people haven't seen it. It was put out before Shudder was a streaming service. They worked with Fangoria magazine. It was part of a fan festival. It was a very low budget movie, but I was up for 3 days after I watched that. And nothing horror-wise gets under my skin. My ex-girlfriend showed me that, and I was up for 3 days.
Wow. Sorry, and what was it called again? Because I don't know this.
George, Jay-Z needs help opening the bottle, please.
Oh, got it. I'll be back. But we now have the ability.
I'm telepathic.
All right, I'll be right back. We're good to go though. Round 2. That's the thing, is that you get more powerful every time you play it. That was pretty badass though for our first time through.
Oh no. Oh no, Zombie. It wasn't lowbrow at all. It was so incredibly well made, so incredibly well acted. And I mean, Justin Long, Christina Ricci, Liam, like, those are, to me, A to B plus level actors. Like, all you need is a good script and just let them go. Like, and that's exactly what happened at Afterlife 2009. Check it out. I implore you, check it out. Tell other people to check it out. No, I was saying low budget, almost. The budget is only as good as what you do with it. I've seen multi-million dollar movies that blew, whereas I know this will appeal to you, Zombie. Take something like Clerks. Few $100,000. Guy with a camera in a dream. One of the greatest comedies of all time. Oh, the first Conjuring is absolutely up there in my favorite horror movies because it's such a throwback to classic haunted house movies from like the 70s. I didn't hate Conjuring 2. I just didn't feel like it was a great follow-up, and we don't talk about Conjuring 3 because there wasn't another one, because there's no way it could have sucked that badly. I didn't think they actually made The Crooked Man. I thought that was a hoax. I know there was the first Nun movie, which I enjoyed, because that was a throwback to, like, atmospheric Hammer-style horror, so I really enjoyed that.
Why is Kyle not just on here talking to you?
We may have to make this a Thursday. Oh, in Conjuring 2. It was dumb. It didn't go anywhere. It wasn't scary. Like, do I need to start hopping on his stream on Thursday so we can talk more? And you'll just be there going, "Hey guys, still here."
Hey guys. Hey, I'm here.
Yeah, I completely agree, Zombie. The Crooked Man was wasted in The Conjuring 2. And I don't mean that, I mean, like, I think it could get better. It was just already such a packed script. You didn't need another thing. But yeah, the first Annabelle was awful. The second one was great because it was an origin story and they actually added some atmosphere. La Llorona was interesting. I say interesting in the same way when George was playing that previous game. I say if I was home and I had a cold or a flu and I just needed to put something on, that may be that. Just a real no-brainer, just I need some kind of content in my face to help me fall asleep kind of thing.
Wait, which one? Just the last one that we were playing, the Windblown?
Yeah, I compared that to The Curse of La Llorona, which was within the Conjuring universe, and is based on a real ghost in Mexico. the Wailing Woman. She lost her children tragically, along with her own life. So you see this woman in a dress, and she's just screaming.
Wow.
But
That is
like
red.
a banshee kind of scream, like the kind of thing that this is another question I want to bring up. Bringing that up.
All right. Let's hear
All
it.
throughout my childhood, I've called them goosebumps. So many people I have heard recently call them chill bumps.
The Goosebumps like novels. Also, you should invite...
No, physically, like when you get them like on your arm.
Oh, you mean horripilation?
Sure.
That's the actual word for it.
But I grew up calling them goosebumps, and so many other people recently of a much younger generation have been calling them chill bumps, and I'm like,
why did we not come up with that in the 90s?
well, but that's compared to goosebumps. I mean, it makes sense, commonality, but it just sounds wrong. I know why it has the name it does, but for some reason, and I understand this is angry old man yells at the sky.
By the way, you should invite Kyle into the call. He's on the Discord.
I think I only have like 10 more minutes in me, George. It's almost 2 o'clock my time.
That's a good point. I'm sorry, guys. It got late, but I could play this game for 8 hours straight. In fact, the first time I found it, I played with Kyle until 6 o'clock in the morning. Kyle kept falling asleep.
I was gonna say your time or his time.
We were both in Florida, so it would have been Eastern time.
You were both in Florida? What is wrong with you?
Florida.
That's another joke that I stole from Silicon Valley. When Peter Gregory comes out to his party and Florida is playing Thank You, Florida.
Oh no, I walked right into that guy. That's it.
Kyle, if I didn't have so many things to do at 6:30 in the morning, I would absolutely agree with you. I need to stop being such a goo goo gaga baby, but...
God, this game is so fun.
It's really not though, Kyle. Like, I understand you... See, I used to be in your position where I would badger other people into staying up to nerd out with me, but knowing what I have... Not what I have to, what I get to do tomorrow morning is really cool. And I want to be as alert and present as I can for it. It's not something I have to do, it's something I get to do.
What's going on tomorrow?
I may be working on a YouTube series, and it may not be what you're expecting.
Okay.
However, knowing me for as long as you have, George, it may be almost exactly what you're expecting.
14th century French poetry?
Oh, I do love classic literature. But, no, oh, that's great. I'll just come out and say it. I've recently... I mean, I still have several jobs, which keep me fully well employed, but I'm looking for something to do with my creative time. So I will be going on, and I don't even know how long this is going to be because it's going to be broken up into so many segments, but I will be touring the most quote-unquote haunted segments of Wisconsin.
Okay.
Abandoned buildings, locations. I know way more than I did the last time I was part of a paranormal team. And we're looking for real hard concrete evidence, but we're also just looking to enjoy our time there. Because that's something you never see in those shows, where they're like, oh, we have 6 hours and we gotta get out. No, we'll be spending a day or two there and just hanging out. We'll bring a grill, we'll hang out, and then at night we'll go explore the place, and whatever happens, happens.
Okay, I like that.
If we find something, great. If we don't, well, we got to hang out and just have a good time. which makes this very much different than other candidates I've interviewed for, because you're looking for people who have experience in this field, at least up to the level that you do, but also you have to be friends at the end of the day.
Sure.
And that's
sure.
also
yeah,
why
you
I'm
have
not.
a good time.
But I'm also not financing this myself. Every person I'm bringing into it is giving a chunk.
Okay, that's good.
So we've determined we can have up to 6 people participating in chunks. Obviously, it'll be larger if there's less of us, but it might be a more tighter knit unit. And it's going to take some workshopping, obviously, but
Cool. Dude, that's awesome.
oh, Kyle, George called me on Discord. Yeah, it's a direct Discord call. There's no like channel or anything. But
Almost. By the way, the goal for this is you just sit here and everybody comes to you and you just kill everybody. Like that is such a satisfying feeling in this game. Is to get to that point. We're not quite there.
That sounded a little bit psychopathic there, George.
Just wait for them to come to you and you kill everybody.
Well, Zombie, depending on how long Georgia wants to stay on tonight, once this round is over, he could call you in with me, and then I phase out and you two just keep going where I'm going.
Yeah, Kyle, what are you doing up so late? Do you not have work tomorrow?
Kyle's favorite horror is... Now, Kyle, do you mean the OG thing or Carpenter's thing? Because I can see the merits in both. That is one hill I am not willing to stand or die on for 5 minutes, because they both have their merits. Carpenter's. Oh, he literally wanted to come on and talk to me about horror movies. Kyle,
he doesn't want to come on for me.
Kyle, if you're free next Thursday, I wouldn't mind having another guest on it. George wanted to either just play these again or check out some other computer games. I'd be okay with that.
Yeah, that sounds like fun.
Oh, that's right. You'll be at George's.
Yeah, he'll be here. That's a really good point.
So there's no... well, I'll let you guys work that out, because I know you'll have other family around. And it will be Turkey Day, but I never leave home for Turkey. I never leave home for Turkey Day. I make everyone come to me. So...
Forgot that is actually Turkey Day. We definitely should stream on on Thanksgiving, though.
Oh, can you imagine how great that'll be? Where we're all just sitting around, bloated and tired, and in between conversations, we're just munching on leftovers.
Yes.
So
that's the dream right there.
I do a shame.
Just everybody's talking with their mouth full.
You know what, George? Since it's going to be a holiday and I won't be doing the workout because I'll be eating late, I'll promise you this, Kyle. If you stream with George next Thursday night, I can hop in. You'll get me on camera.
All right, yeah. I don't know if I'll want to be on camera.
That is my promise. See,
Kyle, you better not forget your spare camera, by the way.
He's so tactical, it's probably hidden somewhere in my house already. He's been watching me the whole time.
We're getting there. I'm starting to... I feel like this might be it. We're 10 minutes in and we're holding our own pretty well. Ooh, there we go.
Oh, thank you. Thanks, Zombie. My mom actually got me these lounge pants.
Honestly, we get Danielle in here. I think Danielle likes scary movies too.
What's your favorite scary movie?
I don't like scary movies.
Obviously, that was a reference to Scream, George.
I know. Sorry. I was having fun with it too.
It's Scream, man. You can't take it that seriously. There's going to be 7 of them.
I went and saw the newest Scream. It was so bad.
Scream 6?
Yeah.
I won't say it was so bad, because they've always been so kind of like real pop culture meta humor that
Sure.
while I didn't care for it, they're not making Scream movies for me anymore. I'm
Right.
30, dude. They're meant for teenagers. Like,
All right, we got a flamethrower.
and it's also never going to be the same now that Wes Craven has passed away and we don't have his writing ability. It's a shame. He was on my bucket list of people to meet.
Sorry, who was on your bucket list?
Wes Craven, the writer and director of Nightmare on Elm Street, People Under the Stairs, Stalker, this Scream. The guy just had such a creative mind. It would have just been great to just sit down and talk to him.
Right. Honestly, the fact that the call was coming from inside the house, that was, I mean, cliched now, but it wasn't a cliche the first time it came up.
Yeah, because the technology didn't even exist at that time. Like people are like, what? From inside that, is he using your own phone? No, he's not. How about the fog? Zombie Fishers? I enjoy the story more than I enjoyed the movie, and I only poo-poo the movie because of how much they botched the ending. That was in there because they needed a Hollywood movie ending. The story itself is... We do need to get Kyle in here, because him and I could talk for hours just about Stephen King alone.
I find his books irritating sometimes.
Then you should try watching some of his miniseries. Zombie Fisher, a little.
I think we might actually get this one.
Yeah, I'm literally... Not to put you on the spot, George, but I am literally only hanging in to just watch you progress at this point.
I think, so the goal is to hit 30 minutes, and if you hit 30 minutes, you get killed instantly by by death.
Oh, Zombie Fishers, ask George about us watching It when we were younger.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, that's why I watch It, by the way. That is like the one scary movie I will actually go watch.
That movie was always funny! It's Tim Curry dressed as a clown!
I don't know if I'd go so far as to call it funny.
And then he turns into a werewolf, and a mummy, and the moon!
He's a boggart.
See, I was never afraid of clowns, so I didn't find it scary.
Oh.
Zombie Fisher, I am 30.
We're getting there.
To me, I never saw a clown. I'm like, oh, that's the funny guy from Home Alone 2 dressed as a clown. This is gonna be great. And I'll give you, there was one terrifying scene in that movie, and I don't think it terrified anyone else, was when the kid in his dead brother's room dropped the photo album and it dripped blood. I will give you that one. Everything else, the shower scene, F you. Why didn't the kid just leave?
The shower?
If the shower spouts are coming out of the bucket, leave! Just leave! And the claymation coming out of it, like, you're choosing to stay here for the most Stephen King line I can think of from that entire movie. All he could do was think to hold out his bird book and name every bird he could think of. And that stopped him? Why?
When Bill Hader in the new version, when his face goes slack in the second movie, that moment was absolutely fantastic.
Oh, both of those were a masterpiece in cinema.
Oh, seriously, I loved them.
Not only for the changes, but everyone liked them. That was a huge win for horror to have that many people be like, "Hey, this is okay," and I'm like, "See." All right, dude. 2 a.m. my time. I gotta cut you loose.
All right, Dice. Thank you. Ugh, that was not good.
Thank you for having me, everyone. Hope Jay-Z's shoulder feels better in a couple of days. I look forward to speaking to you all in the Discord and seeing you, Zombie Fisher, next Thursday, so we can get down to some real nitty-gritty on the horror.
And happy Thanksgiving, guys.
Happy Thanksgiving. If you don't celebrate that, hopefully you have somewhere you can go and just have a nice meal. If you don't, next Thursday night, preferably late night and on weekends, you can hang out with me, Don't Panic Flip, and Zombie Fisher. And we'll try to make your night a little bit better than it would have been.
Have a great night. Thank you again.
Indubitably. Thanks for having me. Happy it worked out this week.
Yeah, that worked out really well.
You should go raid that Don't Panic Flip guy. He has like 53 viewers.
Yes. Oh my god, I am barely surviving here. We hit the next major wave. And it is rough for sure. Oh my god. Need help. Let's find help. Here we go. Oh yeah, there's food. All right, we're good. We're good. We're good. We made it through the wave. Wow. Woo! All right. Now we're gonna get some upgrades. Now we can work on XP a little bit. We're getting caught up. Now, if I... No, I don't have access to the map. I gotta get the map. Ooh, yeah, there we go. Let's level up. Garlic, let's go crazy. Now we're full health. Once again, garlic up. Now we've got food right there. If we keep it there, we should be okay. I don't want to grab that food, though, until I absolutely have to. All right, we're getting some freebies here. This is good. This is good. We're just upgrading across the board. We're currently at level 45. And we got 12 more minutes that we have to survive here. Just keep leveling up. I think we're there. I think we're just about at that point where we can, I think we can just stand here and kill everybody. Yep. Yeah, sorry, zombie fishers. I couldn't jump in. I feel like on the horror films, I just haven't really spent a lot of time getting into them. Alright, let's grab the food. Alright, so now the swarms are coming. Oh no, now we're gonna die. Yep. You know how I get. Once I get that syrup in me, I get all antsy in the pantsy. Yep. All right, so we've defeated now 5,000 enemies. We got 1,662 dollars. I'm gonna go ahead and buy Poe, who's super slow, but he starts with garlic. Let's go ahead and buy Pasqualina. And then let's come back here to power-ups. Now, we're setting, at this point, the things that we want to always be active now going forward. So we're going to start more powerful than we were the last time. And I think I want cooldowns. I have just enough to drop the cooldowns. All right, let's give it one more go. Whew. And let's see if we can beat this first level. Sign out. Do you think the twins ever realized that at least one of them wasn't planned? You mean twins in general, or are you referencing Stephen King? Huh. I hate the whip. I hate anything I have to direct. I want it to be omnidirectional. Ooh, I do like lightning.
weapons fire more projectiles. There we go. Now we've got 2 lightnings. Man, love Vampire Survivors. This is so good. There we go. Up our garlic. Go ahead and take that. Nice. We going duplicator again? Yeah, there we go. Don't really know. All right. I mean, that seems to be hitting projectile speed a lot faster. Oh. Sign out, dropping biddies. Sign out, thank you. Welcome. My hat's off to you. Alright, let's see. Maybe about finding some food here. I do really like lightning. It's random, but man, once you max out lightning, you do a good amount of damage. All right, first major wave, which is the skeletons here, as opposed to the bats. The bats all die pretty quickly. This is called Vampire Survivors. Sign out. And this is kind of the style of game that we were just playing all night tonight. Oh no. Okay, now I need to start looking for. Yeah, that right there. We needed food. Ugh. This is dangerous. Alright. All right, so I see that food over there to my right. I'm just going to be patient and try and kill these guys. And if I take a couple of hits, then I'll go grab that food. All right. Yeah, let's go with the King's Bible. I think because we did the duplicator, yeah, we should start off, even though we only have level 1, we'll get 3. And if we can take out this big guy here, we'll actually get we'll get a gift. Treasure, that is. All right, so we're upping our garlic, which is the circle around us. Oh, shit. Cool. Jesus, that helped. Can grab some more food, maybe, somewhere. I swear I'm not trying to get hit. All right, keeping going. Area of attack. So that's going to make my garlic bigger. That's going to make my whip bigger. And the circle by that the Bibles. This is not good. I keep walking right into hits, which is kind of irritating. Don't do that. I feel like I'm just tired. Oh man, I just died. Wow, they just pushed him right into me. Diet tip, if you think you're hungry, you might be thirsty. Have a bottle of wine first and then see how you feel. Sign out, I love it. All right, there we go. We did the 5 Steam games tonight. I'm going to pull those up actually. Let's quit. So what did we end up playing here this evening? We played, not store. Vampire Survivors, Windblown, Death Must Die, Vampire Hunters. We will be playing a lot of Vampire Hunters. Mullet MadJack, and that is actually it for tonight. Death Must Die, super fun game. Windblown is very calming. And I'm King Kodo. Welcome. Hi. We are just about to call it good, I think, actually, for the night. It is 1:17. I have to be up and working here in a few short hours. But recapping, Vampire Survivors, once again, I could just play that for hours. It's so fun. Windblown was very chill. Ended up actually pretty fun. Jumping around was very satisfying. Death Must Die is another game kind of like what we were just playing that I know I could get into. Vampire Hunters was so fun. Vampire Hunters, I need some time on because it's a first-person shooter, but it's like Vampire Survivors, and you just get tons of guns, and you were just constantly trying to shoot everyone. That game is going to be played quite a bit. So thank y'all. That was a lot of fun tonight. The raids were fantastic. Huge thanks to Elegos, Homegrown, and RLM Amusements for all of the raids. Let's go find someone to send all this raid love off to. And it is Thursday. We'll be back on actually over the weekend with I believe Kyle here in-house, aka Zombie Fishers. I don't actually see anyone I know who's currently streaming. So I think we're just gonna have to, I don't know. I really don't know who to raid right now. Show more? Yeah, like Twitch doesn't even know who to hit me up with as a suggestion on who to raid. You know, we can go hit up the fitness channel that I check in on every once in a while. Let's go do that. So y'all have a good one. Thanks again. We'll see you around. Are you familiar with the Pinball Network? If you're not, maybe if you just give me a moment to speak directly to you about what the Pinball Network is and what it could mean to you. The Pinball Network is a collection of content creators across multiple media. That's YouTube, that is podcasting, that is Twitch streams. Okay, I'm talking to you. And they do it out of the goodness of their beings, out of the goodness of their souls, out of the goodness of pinball, to further pinball as a hobby and the community. That is the reason they do the things they do. They do it for you. So if you're not familiar with the Pinball Network, you should be. I suggest you check out all of those people who are a part of the network. You should give each of them a follow if what you're interested in is soul-enriching pinball-related content.
And we're like, what?